right there, guys. I will be right there. I'm right here. Give me 1 second. Give me one second. Sorry. 1 second. Happy Monday. Happy almost Christmas Day. Almost Christmas Day. Appreciate everybody waiting. We're talking about Potomac. And okay. Sorry, this is just being a pain in the ass. Okay. We're talking about Potomac. And is this working? Okay. I'm sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna let this steal over here. What? I don't know what the hell this is. Okay. Guess that worked. Okay. Okay. I think it worked. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I was trying to get on TikTok. And I don't want to ask you guys to have to go over there and check. Okay. I'm sorry. What the fuck? All right, I'm just going to assume that it worked. Okay, I don't know. Sorry, there's people coming in. I can't be messing with this right now. All right, guys, I'm so sorry. Thank you for joining. I didn't realize a lot of people were joining the room. Get this out of here. What the world? Here I am. Here I am. I don't know what it is. I'll be out of here. Get out of my way. I don't know. Something's stuck on my freaking screen. I don't know. All right, whatever. I'm here. Can't get this to work. All right, so hopefully my mod's here because I can't. Oh, you know what? Let me try this way. What the fuck is this? Guys, I'm not going to be able to see the chat. I'm going to try. All right, I'm going to keep it this way because I don't know what's happening. Hey, Dustin, you're here. Dustin, I don't know how to get rid of this thing on my computer, but I need to start my live. I need to start this live. All right, we're talking about Real Housewives of Potomac, and we're talking about the latest episode plus Karen's I'm Reality of Krista Marie, and I need this to go. I need this sidebar to go. I have a sidebar that won't leave. Oh my God, please get away from me. Guys, I need this sidebar to go. I need it to go. It's in my way. It's in my way. And I want to be able to see you guys. I'm not going to be able to. You know what, guys? There's so many people in this chat right now. But get it. Please go. I'm going to go back out and come back in. I can't do it like this. I can't work like this. I cannot work like this. I can't even get out of my thing. Wow. All right, I'll be right back. All right, now it's fixed. It's fixed. I'm here. I'm Reality of Krista Marie. Sorry about that. Okay, it is Monday. It is 2 days before Christmas. I'm going to have a Christmas live later. I hope you guys come back to join me. But we're going to talk about Real Housewives of Potomac in the meantime. And I already said that. So please hit the the like, smash buttons, all that stuff. Please do all the things, all the YouTube things, please. I see people here, but I kind of don't. I don't see my mods. Is it the comments thing? Is that something with the comments not working? I feel like something with the comments aren't working. Something's up with the comments. Is it the new comments? Hey, can you guys hit on all comments instead of just top comments? For some reason, I can't even see your comments. This is nuts. I can't believe this is like, forget it. Forget it. I just hope everybody, there you are. I hope everybody can see their comments because I can't. And it's making me mad. So let me know. I know. I need to know if the comments are working. If anybody else can help me, you can go. You don't have to be here. You can go play with your granddaughter. I'm good. I don't need you. I mean, I do, but I don't. You know what I mean? Like, you can do your Christmas thing or whatever you're doing. So, all right. So let's talk about Potomac now. The beginning of it, I'm not liking Jacqueline. I don't like Jacqueline anymore at all. I think that she's a scumbag, really. I do. I think that she's a scumbag. She's dirty. She just reminds me of a dirty person. The way she's coming at Karen and just being stupid, showing up at her house like that. So she shows up at Karen's house. So Karen's having her, which is funny, a love lagoon or something party, all about love. But I keep saying this. Why are you lying to us about Ray? Like, you're everything's perfect or it's not perfect, or it's like, I don't know what to believe in her and Ray. I just think Karen's a liar and she looks awful. And I don't feel bad anymore. I don't feel bad for her for trying to plead not guilty. I know she's facing 2 years in prison, which is absolutely crazy. I had no idea that that's what they give you in that state. That's ridiculous. I don't think that's necessary. But I think that she needs to take some accountability, get off the show, maybe not drink. She definitely shouldn't be drinking now that we've seen her, the footage of the way she was that night. Who the fuck thought you could drive? Who let you drive? I still don't have the answer to that question. Where was she that gave her the alcohol? Or where was she drinking? Was she in her car? Was she by herself? Was she parked at a parking lot? Was she at a friend's house? Was she at a bar? Where was she? They need to take accountability for letting her get in a goddamn car, because you don't want to care about yourself, care about the other people. And like, I was trying to give her grace because I thought maybe she was going to be more like with Shannon, and just talk about it a little bit more. Again, she don't have to tell us a lot of shit, but like, dude, I just can't believe that you did what you did, and you tried to get out of it. Why are you trying to get out of it, Karen? Like, I know it's 2 years in prison, but what the fuck are you driving for at your age when you're drinking? I'm sorry. Like, I don't feel bad for people that don't take accountability for the shit they get themselves into. I fucking had to. So the fucking rest of you should. It took me years to do that, but I'm just saying, like, what the fuck, man? When you're caught, you're caught. Like, don't waste the court. You literally make a mockery out of the court, really. Everybody's due to a fair trial. I get everybody's. I gotta smoke real quick for at least my mind. Everybody's, entitled to a trial, whatever. You were clearly not guilty. You were guilty as fuck. More than just being intoxicated by driving. Why the hell don't you have your goddamn license? His 6 months in jail. So she walked away from a plea of 6 months, facing 2 years. Wow. I'm shocked by their 2-year thing. I'm really shocked by that. Is that a mandatory, do you know? Because I know if it's not mandatory, the judge can make up the sentencing, but it has to be up to 2 years. But I mean, they're pissing her. She's probably pissed them off. She should. I'm really like, I am so disappointed in her behavior at her age. I mean, she's good on the show. Like, she tells these bitches where to go with her life, but like where to go with themselves. But like the fact that I don't know. I'm so upset that she drove. She's so lucky. She acts like she's like, she's grateful, or like she's that she got lucky. I don't know what to call it, but like, bitch, you got real effing lucky you didn't hurt somebody, because you had no idea where you were. I don't know how her cousin David, remember she had that lunch with her cousin David, and he was on the phone with her while she was driving. Why did he think she was okay to drive? Talking to her on the phone. There's no way she was having a clear conversation. She didn't even know she got in an accident. I'm like, I don't keep rewatching it, but I don't want this to be one of those things where she just forgets how bad that accident was. Did you see her car? She totaled her car. I mean, even Shannon, even hearing fucking Alexis this morning. I listened to Alexis this morning say her and John, or John and the daughter went down to the accident scene, but Shannon had already left. So they just said, okay, oh well. Didn't call her. So you know what I mean? Like, you motherfucker, you let her drive too. Like, I'm not taking any accountability away from the alcoholic here that drove, but the fact that people should have been around her jumping in front of her car. Yeah, you can run me over if it saves you from like literally hitting 1,000 houses and people and killing a child or something. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, not that thing, that right there. I don't even know what concubine means. It just didn't sound right. What is concubine? Can somebody tell me what that means? That Thomas Jefferson's concubine. What does that mean? I thought it was something bad or race related. Is it race related or something? I didn't understand. I'm like, and then calling him a poor and white. He's poor. Are you poor and white? What did she say about being poor and white? Do you know who I am? Oh. Was she? Listen, I couldn't understand her. I was having a hard time hearing what she was even saying. And then at one point, she's by herself in the car, and she's like, "I love you." It's all like, God, and oh man. And I know it's probably embarrassing for her, but I don't feel bad. I'm over feeling bad for her. Yeah, she needs to tell Jacqueline to go fuck the fuck off. But now I believe, Jacqueline, that you were probably a little tipsy when you called her, because I'm sorry. The thing is, you are, they're both their ages, our age, my age, and my age shaming. I'm just saying, after 30 or 40 years of life, of adult life, you know you cannot drive. You should call a fucking Uber, you rich bitch. You should be fucking having a driver, okay? Where's Blue Eyes? And your cousin David, where was she? Where was she before she left and got in that goddamn car and hit that tree 5 minutes later? And where was she so wasted that she walked out of the door of someplace and got in her fucking car and nobody stopped her? Like, and then I was like, oh, it's not our business. All the other people on the road, the other people that are maybe walking around, you know, if somebody's clearly not able to make the decision that they can't drive, you need to make it for them. Like, I'm sorry, I will jump in front of somebody's fucking car. I will tackle them with keys before they drive away. Because I just think about the people that they could kill, because I've seen it so many times. And it's like, I'm just, you know, and she didn't get hurt. She's lucky she didn't get hurt, but I don't know, man. That wig was pissed too. Her wig was very offensive. Just saying. They could have fixed it for her. I know. That's another thing. I didn't realize it was 7 years ago. I know that 2017 doesn't seem like it should be that long ago, but it really was almost 8 years ago, but 7 years ago at that time. And this whole race shit, either you're fucking having a love, what are you having a love lagoon for, Karen? Why are you having a love lagoon? Because I feel like you're blaming him every time something goes wrong in your life. I feel like you weren't fighting with him that night. I think that you were fighting with him after that night because he said, what the fuck are you doing? I mean, he acted pretty okay at the scene. He was probably so nervous, wondering, he's thinking, he's at this point going, our lives are over. Our lives are over. Our lives are over. Wow. Damn. See? She obviously has a problem drinking. If anything, stop driving, stop drinking on camera. Because you're not doing yourself any favors with us, Bravo, or your audience, or probably your family. If you're still an alcoholic, Karen, then go drink in private. You know what I mean? And stop driving. And I don't know what's up with Ray. I don't know what you do. Why do you say that why do you have these love lagoons? Why do you say that you fix things if you don't? Because that's what seemed to be your problem. You're holding things in. Are you like, this is her thing. Remember how she said, I don't tell people, and it's like, okay, Karen, so you hold things in. But now you're fucking lying again. Like, it's like, I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going on with you. You look horrible. I'm sorry. You're too skinny. You look stressed out. Hey, 2 years in prison, I wouldn't need either. I mean, I was facing 5 and I did. But I did 3 of them. So it's like, I get it. But the court should not see you with a drink in your fucking hand before they sentence you. They should not be watching this goddamn show right now, because you know they are, before you're sentencing, and watching you. She really needs to get a freaking car, a driver. I mean, an Uber. Why is she not? You know what I mean? Like, you should have the sense to call an Uber when you can't drive. You should call somebody. You had your cousin David on the phone. It didn't seem like Ray had any problem getting to the scene or wherever you were at. Again, who let her drive? Who let her effing drive? I can't get an answer of where she was before she got in this accident. Her cousins or some shit. Like, maybe you don't know how to deal. Like, I know this is a situational depression when you lose your parents, so she can stop with that shit. You start drink a situational depression, you start drinking right afterwards, and to get through those situations, you know what I mean? If you have an issue 7 years later, then that's just pure depression. Like you just have, you know, a lot of shit, you know what I mean? Like that you haven't dealt with. But like maybe I said that wrong, I don't know. But I just feel like it's been a really long time. Yes, her cousin was on the phone with her. Where was she before she left? Nobody's, you know what I mean? Who let her drive? I know everybody's an adult to make their own decisions, but like I said, I jumped in front of somebody's car before I let them get in a goddamn car drunk and wasted and leave. Like I've lost a lot of people. I've got people, you know what I mean? There's just no way. And I'm guilty of I was guilty of driving intoxicated a lot when I was younger. And I hate the fact that I did that. And again, I don't want to be like, oh, I'm just lucky or I'm grateful. I'm grateful that I didn't hurt anybody. I'm grateful to be alive. I don't want to call it luck because I don't know. It's just, you know, just imagine what could have happened. This could be way worse. She could be in jail for, you know what? The guy that just killed the 2 hockey players. See what I mean? That's the shit I'm saying. I mean, the 2 hockey player guys, right? Somebody down my area. He had a couple beers at a bar. Probably shouldn't have been driving. Gets in the truck, you know, and we have main roads, you know, real long main roads where you pass people. It is passing lanes. Well, you know, he tried to pass these 2 cars impatient. And something happened where the car coming this way, there's another car coming this way. He had to hurry up and swerve over back into that lane. But as he swerved over, the other car that he swerved into swerved over, and they hit two brothers on bikes. They were the 2 hockey players that were there. They celebrated. You guys probably seen it on the news, and killed them instantly. And they were going to their sister's wedding. And this guy is my age, and he has not left prison. He went to jail that night, and he hasn't left yet, and he pleaded guilty. He's got 10 years. He's looking at 10 years for an accident. It was an accident that he just happened to be drinking. You know what I mean? And he said probably wouldn't have passed the guy if I wasn't drinking. But I'm self-medicating addict my entire life. Like even now, like even though I've kicked the drug part of it, I have a shopping problem, and we just established just like recently that it's addiction transfer. Like I realized that I can't stop, and like my husband, it's bad. My husband had to take all their, and this is embarrassing, all access to our money away. Just and honestly, and I can't be mad about it. I need to be on a budget. And it's like that is my addiction. It's addiction transfer. And my dad was an alcoholic, and then I was the addict, and you know I used to drive with my dad when I was younger. He used to drive with us I'm going back to the early 80s, right? My mom had left him, and I would be so traumatized in that truck because I was afraid of drinking and driving. Like I was afraid he was going to get an accident. Like it's just so much. Like I get so emotional when it comes to this shit because I was so mad at my dad my whole life for being an alcoholic, and then I became my child life, and then I became the addict that I understood, and I had all this guilt for being mad at him because I couldn't help it. He couldn't help it. This is crazy. But I feel really like Bravo is not responsible for their addictions. Hey, Lady Virgo. Hey, everybody. For their addictions or their issues, because I feel like you sign a release or you sign your contract with states if you have problems with mental illness or addiction. Do not pass go. Just walk away now. This is not the show for you. Our producers are fucked up and they're shady. Alex Baskin-Robbins will ruin your life. You know, you sign your life away to Alex Baskin-Robbins, Jeremiah the Bullfrog. So my thing is, like, you are responsible after that point if you start to drink, and you can't be Leah McSweeney and tell the world that you went off your meds. I'm bipolar too, and I went off my lithium 6 months ago, and I'm fine. And then a year later, after the show's over and you get fired, blame the show for your bipolar coming back. You admitted you you weren't on your meds, bitch. What the fuck you mean? What? No, there's no audio right now? Oh, shit. Shoot. All right, hold on. Maybe it's not. Wait, I have to have this one muted. I have to have Instagram muted. Oh, let me mute that. Shit. Hold on. Tab. Wait, you can hear me now, though, right? You can hear me right now? You guys can. Oh, you can hear me. Okay. Instagram, you can't hear me is what you're saying, right? That's weird. You can't hear me over here? All right, so wait. All right, let me go back to you real quick. Okay, you can hear me here. Okay, but Lady Virgo, you couldn't hear me on the Instagram side, right? Okay, I guess. Okay. Oh, you scared the fuck out of me right now. I thought I just did this whole thing. I wonder why you guys can't hear me over here. I'm going to wait a second. I don't know. I don't think anybody's over here to answer me. So let me just see if you answer me over. If you get a chance, let me know, Lady Virgo, if you meant like now, like you can't hear me on IG Live now. Is it? Because I don't know how to fix that. Because I haven't touched it. I haven't changed anything. But I mean, was it like just, all right, I'll let you answer. Let me finish what I'm at. Okay. So yeah, the whole thing with Karen, man, I don't want to, I can't really worry about it. Okay. I don't know why I wouldn't be on. Thank you for telling me that though, at least. Yeah. You're my IG lives. You mean like recently, right? Or today? Just let me know if you mean recently, today, all the time for IG, or just today, or okay. I don't have it. I have to keep. I'm not gonna like. I don't want to end it because I don't. I can hear you on YouTube, don't IG. So this like, even though, but right now though, like today, as of right now, can you hear me on there? I can't really. Yeah. All right. Let me just. I mean, if you. Yeah, I can't. I don't know how to fix it because I haven't changed anything over there. I just had to mute it so it would be like a double thing. But I've replayed them. I mean, I know I've replayed them and I heard them, but maybe you guys can't. Maybe it's comment. But that's weird. So, all right. Well, anyway, we have the Blue Lagoon. I keep calling it the Blue Lagoon. I know. I'm worried about Instagram though. Yeah, YouTube. Yeah, I know. But I'm worried about Instagram. That's the one that's live right now that I thought that you could put in here. Let me shut my fan off too. I would. Maybe my volume's down too. Maybe. No, my volume's good. Shit. Anybody? Yeah. Anybody? Let me know on Instagram if you can hear me. Because maybe I don't think it's. I don't think it's yours because it just could just be. Actually, I don't know what it is. Let me just see if somebody else can check real quick. Okay. I also think there's something wrong with these comments. I don't know if the all or the top comments aren't on or something. So like I know there's more people. So many people will probably comment and I can't see her comments. It sucks really bad. I don't know how to switch it. And I have I know my mirror probably went. She don't think she's on fix either. Oh wait, all. All destinations. No, just today, the other day though. So today you can't hear me on Instagram. Shit. So the Instagram's not working right now. Shit. I guess I don't know how to. I don't know what to say. I hope I didn't fuck something up over here. Turn off commenting now. All right, Instagram. I'm sorry if you guys can't hear me. I apologize. I thought everybody could. I didn't. I don't know how to fix it. And I can't really tell. For some reason, I can't go on there and tell because it'll mess me up. But that sucks. Because I do like people watch me on. Hi, Dustin. Dustin, you're on Instagram, right? Can you go over there and see if you hear me on Instagram, please? Not YouTube, Instagram. And then I think my comments. I gotta let me check my comments over here. I don't know if I can try to fix it from here, but because I don't feel like I'm getting all the comments. I've already seen a comment from Dustin before too, so it's not gonna let me. Oh, I need my mod, and she's not gonna be able to do it. That's the 2-hour one away. I'm trying to get all my comments for you guys over here, and I don't know how to open. I can't open this live. I can't. I hate my life. What the fuck? I can't see, and it doesn't let me open Instagram to see if you hear me or not. Yep, can't even do that. All right, well, I guess I don't know what to do. Yeah. This is so fucked. Like, I don't understand why I have such an issue on my side. I should be able to, like, literally see everybody's comments. I don't understand. I didn't change anything. My volume's all up on everything. Let me see. My volume's up on Instagram. Listen, honey, can you hear me? Terry and listen to me. Can you hear me on Instagram? Now that you guys are over here. I'm having a hard time seeing all my comments on YouTube, but somebody said they couldn't hear me over on the Instagram side. I don't know why. I checked. I have to have it muted, but I went to Instagram and I can hear you. Oh, okay, good. Oh, okay, good. You guys are fucking awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, good. So we're okay. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Just wasted that 5 minutes. But it just because I wouldn't be able to stop thinking about it now until I knew. I just made sure, Helen. Just made sure that everything was cool. Thank you so much for letting me know. You guys are fucking awesome. Because I know it's a pain in the ass to switch back and forth. I know that. So thank you, everybody. Okay. So I was going in on Karen. I don't mean to, but it bothers me. And okay, let's talk about Jacqueline. Fucking scumbag. Sorry, what do you mean say fuck? But she is a fucking. I'm sorry. I feel like she's a scumbag. Showing up at Karen's like that. You're a liar. You weren't there to be, to set off 8 balloons because Karen's got the weight of her 8 citations. Karen doesn't want to be reminded from you, who called her an alcoholic, the citations of your citations, her 8 citations. Obviously, it's like something that's bothering you. If you haven't noticed, Jacqueline, Karen doesn't look well. Okay, she's not well, and you walking up there and with your stupid dog who shot shit on her fucking lawn, which pisses me off. Like, why show up with those balloons? I'm telling you. And then I know the rest of them knew that. I knew Mia knew she was showing up, and the rest of them. Oh, I just wanted my balloon. Why do you just want balloons? Who are you? What are you, like 12? Oh, give me a balloon. I just saw my balloon. That's all I cared about. Jazelle, all I got was my balloon. It's like, fuck you and your stupid balloon. Like, your friend Karen, you're at her house at her fake ass love lagoon party, which again, Karen, you and Ray, oh, we're getting a divorce now. We're fine now. No, we're not. I'm going to blame my alcoholism on that. But I really do believe that she got mad at him that night. That was it. Because again, I don't think half these men know what they're even getting in fights with. Just like the rest of them in Housewives. These husbands have no clue that they're making like literally storylines out of their fake lives. Because now I'm so convinced that every time she said she's had problems with Ray, I don't believe it. I really just don't. Oh, we're in love. We're an institution. I'm like, man, you're really losing me, Grandam. Like, you're losing me fast. Ashley's losing me too. But all right. So I think that, yeah, I absolutely think that Jacqueline's a scumbag. I don't like her. She was stupid. I don't like it, but I do like the fact that they're all going to this, wherever they're going, to Jamaica together, which is awesome. And I do feel like also Wendy's relationship with Jazelle is not going to last. Oh, and then Ray grabbing on when he was walking Jacqueline out, putting his arm around Jacqueline. Oh, put his arm around Jacqueline, which again, I don't know Ray, what are you doing? And then telling the freaking the mermaids that they were going to go in there with him. Oh, we're supposed to be in there with you. We're supposed to be in there with you. The fuck are you saying? No, you're not. You, sir, are not getting in there with these women. Like, Ray, you can't even get to the bathtub, remember? Oh, Ray. And he's like, walking up the steps. It's like, dude, you ain't getting a fucking bathtub. You're not doing anything. And I don't think Karen tore it up either. I don't think either one of you. I don't know. Panama. They're going to Panama. Okay. So I guess this is Wendy's part. Is this Wendy's trip? But not really, because Bravo pays for everything. And listen, honey, thank you for being here. And I was on Canva where I do all the thumbnails, and I made a bunch of stuff, but I didn't show it to you yet. Just for ideas. I love drawing and creating things. So I messaged Jacqueline. I'm like, can I start making your like banner? Can I make your logo? Can I like start messing around on Canva? Oh, and there's another girl too that messaged me that she was on somebody whose podcast. Oh, Zach Peter. Jennifer, I think her name is. She sent me, I don't know if you guys were on that live, but somebody was on Zach's, same thing. She just wants to get started. And I'm like, hit me up because it's free and it's easy to start. And if you can talk like me, or not even like me, if you can just talk, then you're good. So, all right. So we're going to Jamaica, right? And I don't know. Everybody gives pajamas out. Pajamas in Panama. I don't know. Whatever. Listen, I've gone on trips too. We've never given each other gifts like this. Like, I need friends like that. Like, is this Bravo buy the gifts for everybody? Or is it usually merch of their own? I don't know. I feel like they get a lot of good gifts. They give each other a lot of good shit. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, I like Bronwyn's gifts. I would even take a canvas bag. I use a canvas bag. I don't know, but I don't think Wendy and Jazelle, I don't think that friendship's going to last. I thought in the beginning, I was like, oh, without Robin, anything's possible. You know what I mean? Like anything can happen without Robin and Juan there. Like I feel like the world, we could set the world on fire without Robin there. I can't stand her, but it's like, I can't, I don't know. I don't think it's going to last. And I just, because Wendy had called out Jazelle at one point, but so they have 6 villas. Again, people are always complaining about their rooms. I know that we're not on that trip, but I wouldn't want to be anywhere near Lisa Barlow's room or Heather Gay's room, considering she got a black eye one time and doesn't know how she got it on a trip. So yeah, I wouldn't want to be around that alcoholics rooms either. So 6 villas, 6 rooms, everybody's happy, nobody's complaining. Karen and Jazelle, I guess, they share a presidential suite or some shit. I don't know. Yeah. And Karen and in her Karen's history, she got the nicest room, I guess. I guess Wendy got the nicest room somewhere, and then I don't know. Then Ashley jokingly, she's like, I get my own room, but Wendy, like, I don't know, who do you think's going to throw the first drink? And I'm like, I don't know. Like, why Ashley has to bring up? Trashley's got to bring up everything, because she's trashly. She calls Wendy the puppeteer, and she's like, I just hope I'm not her next target. Because it's like, really, why you always got to bring up shit? This is what I'm saying. Like, you invited everybody to Sesame Street, Trashley. So you are not, here we go again with the freaking side thing. Dustin, when I get off of here, I need to show you this to get the frig off this, get this AI off my goddamn screen. What is this thing? What is it here for? I have to leave the freaking studio and come back in real quick. Jenna Lyons, one of the ladies we're going to start complaining about. I haven't watched New York. No, I wasn't just picking my nose. I'm just kidding. Yes, I was. I don't care if my recent payment failed. I know, AI. I know. Get out of here. I didn't pay you. I didn't want you. Dustin, I'm telling you, there's like weird shit just popping up on my screen. Dustin's my AI person. But I know. I haven't watched it. So did it get any better? Did the season get any better? I stopped watching it when they were in Sag Harbor, at Aaron's Sag Harbor house. I've not watched one episode since then. It's crazy. And now look, now this thing's stuck and I can't get rid of your comment. You know what song is stuck in my head right now? It's been stuck in my head for weeks. Eye in the Sky by Alan Parsons Project. It's literally, it's in my head right now. It's like playing in my head right now as we speak. And I literally want to start singing it and playing it because I do it every day. I don't know what song, if you guys know what song I'm talking about. But, and that reminds me, later on, after this is over, an hour after it's over, I guess 3 o'clock, we're going to do a holiday Christmas one. I hope you guys come back to join me, because I'm going to make George sit with me. So you guys are probably going to meet George for a minute. I'm trying to get him to do the whole thing with me, but he won't. But I'm going to get him to come up and sit and say hi. So he'll be sitting next to me when I come back. And then I'm going to get I have my dad, I don't know if my dad's on here or not, but I have Christmas pictures of us when we were younger, like every Christmas. Where do you see how funny we looked? I have one where I'm holding up an IOU. I'm sorry. You could on the block calendar. We look really, it's just so silly. So it's like the 80s Christmas stuff. I was already here. Why can't I read everybody's comments, man? I can't. I hate this. I can't see more. I can't see everybody. There's so many people watching. I should stop talking about myself because I know all these people on TikTok are probably like, what is this girl? Who is like? All right, let me just repeat myself again. I'm Reality at Christopher, in case anybody on TikTok or anybody that doesn't know who I am, because there's 600 people watching, and usually it's people running through TikTok. I appreciate everybody. This is also Who Started You On podcast, which some days I will do Who Started You On, arguing both sides, but I feel like I do recaps, and I just feel like I have to do, I don't know. I just go through the recaps. But anyway, we talk about the Housewives shows that are on this for the week. And also, if you can just subscribe, follow. I don't know what TikTok does. I think it's a follow or something. Share, follow. Please share this live because it really does help the algorithm. And I don't ask you guys for any money. But my monetization is on, so there's super chats and all that crap. And I apologize, TikTok, if you are on and I'm not understanding how that works. I don't know what these things are. flowers and stuff. I'll get to that. I will figure it out. I promise. But I figured since I'm only going to be live today, well, probably Friday too, but since Christmas is Wednesday. Yeah. Oh my God, everybody's watching on TikTok. All right. Yeah. There's only a couple of people on YouTube. All right. I love you guys. Anyway, so hit the follow, like, subscribe. This is the weirdest thing about me, real quick before I start again. I'm on Stacy's side. I'm on Stacy's side too. I have social anxiety with you have no idea. I'm scared. At Bravo events, I hide behind everybody. I'm scared to take pictures with people. I don't like people. I'm scared to death. But then I want to hear live, and I know people are watching. That doesn't bother me. You would think I would never do this live, right? But then I'm fine until I look at the amount of people watching, and then I start to lose my shit, like right now. Isn't that weird? It's going to be 4 years on January 1st. Larja, would you like to come up and join me? Now that I'm nervous, Larja, and plus we have to speak, Larja. We have something we have to discuss. I heard we were told to fuck off today, and there were a bunch of fucking assholes. Both of us could fuck off. I'm like, oh, really? I haven't responded to you since that night, sir. I said, I don't give a fuck. I'm back to worrying about who Lisa Barlow's screwing. Unless you can tell me who Lisa Barlow's screwing for courtside seats to the Jazz, I don't give a fuck about this drama anymore. You know what I mean? But if you want to tell me to fuck off, sir, I will gladly tell you to fuck off back, you motherfucker. Right? Like, really, get over it. Stop talking about it. It's like 4 days old now. I mean, I'm serious. Like, what is the point? I didn't realize that they're going to just go on and on, back and forth, back. It's like, I guess, I don't know why I didn't realize that, but I'm like, man, you guys are really trying to pull some people out of the, like, I don't know, out of their pocket, like trying to get people out of the pocket. It's crazy. Like, I don't know. But, that's all I'm going to say about that until Larja comes up. But yeah, so I'm on Stacy's side. Okay. And then again, what was something they were asking her this time again? I don't understand. I bring it up. Oh, the way that he was speaking. Trashy needs to shut up because she just found her normal little guy. Like, she just found a normal guy, not a golem. So she's lucky she even has her Josh guy because she's more worried about TJ and Stacy than TJ's worried about TJ and Stacy. You know what I mean? Like, she's so worried about them not having sex. And yeah, Stacy seemed like an oversexed teenager at first, but she's started to come down with it, I guess. I don't know what that was all about. But I'm proud of these women too for being new. 3 new women basically on the show in this group of ladies. It's working. Like, these women, and like, we're seeing things out of their lives. Like, we know about Stacy's life, we know about Kay's life, and Kay suing again. I understand she's suing for money, bitch. Yes, you will get money. She doesn't need to get. It can be criminal. Like, you really want her to sue for criminal? Let her sue for criminal. See what happens. I hope that the state does pick it up. But compensation for the scar in my head, yeah, that's what we're doing. That's what Tony Busby does. That's what those lawyers are for, compensation. That's what civil lawsuits are for. What do you go for civil lawsuits? Not criminal. For money, compensation. Who's arguing with her about it? It's so ridiculous. Like, she deserves at least 50 grand, 60. Listen, I don't know. Facial scars, I think it's like 100 grand, actually. Like, permanent facial scarring, I think is a lot of money. It's up in the hundreds of grand. Like, and guess what? I don't care if you don't have any money. Like, you'll get something eventually. She'll never be able to work, or she'll never have anything come in without you getting your money first. So yeah, she has every right to sue. Are you serious? I think it should be a criminal file. I think it should be filed by criminal by the state. It is a freaking aggravated assault. She purposely picked up a glass and had it in her hand and threw it, trying to hit somebody else, but hit Kay instead. And so that is aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, because the glass is considered a deadly weapon. Well, it is in your state of New Jersey, and it's a felony. So not only should she give compensation for civilly because she's got a scar on her goddamn face and she didn't do anything wrong, the chick needs to pay otherwise too. Like, that chick tried to get a fight. Because not only did Sesame Street try to get a fight that night, she was always trying to fight. She was always trying to make a moment and always get in people's faces. It's not a tiny scar. It's not really that guy. It's not that tiny. And it's an actually aggravated assault. So, and, I know what you meant, but actually a civil lawyer, any lawyer that sees a scar on your face will take that case because it's a lot of money. It's actually I think it's like automatic. She should have. That too. I agree. I think that Candace Trashley and Jazelle and Robin were extremely dangerous going after, because I think they set up Eddie, Happy Eddie. They definitely set up Chris. That was keep going after Chris about it. And I don't like Jazelle for that at all. And I don't like what they did to Candace and Chris. But she absolutely, she got hit, like literally, like tiny scar. I don't care if you don't, she probably covers it up. But I have 2 scars right here, and I can't see them anymore. I have one up here, and I do have one on my it's on this side. But and they're like, I had them. I got them when I was little from a dog bite. So it's a lot of money. You get a lot of money for facial scarring, especially. And I've never really paid attention to it, but it's a permanent stitches. Can't say it. Permanent stitches, and that was back in the early 90s. And imagine how much money it is now. But definitely, it should be criminal too. Like she doesn't have to do the criminal case. The state can do it, but definitely civilly, because criminally, like I said, the state does. And and I don't like. Ashley invited them also. She was also at the GNA event. I think Sesame Street. I think Sesame Street or one of Sesame Street's friends was there. I don't like her name. I think it's Deborah, right? I think she was at the GNA event, the one they had this year. And I'm like, why does Ashley keep inviting her to things? I think she said, oh, she's my friend. She's your friend who keeps showing up and ruining your name. Like, I actually think Trashley needs to go. You know what I mean? She's trying her hardest to be shady and stuff, but like, I don't look at her the same. I hate to keep saying the word trash, but I just feel like Stacy's got more class. Kay's got class. Who's the other girl? God. The one with the football player. They all got class. You know what I mean? Like, I feel bad for Karen, and Karen doesn't need little bitches like Jacqueline around her. I think Jacqueline and Mia are just gross. And I was starting to like really like Mia a lot. Like I was starting to like really Jassy. I love her because she's got a messy life. Like we want mess with your own life. Like, not that we want it, but like fighting with each other is not fucking chat. It doesn't go for me. Like, I don't like it anymore. We were fine. Like these people that come in here have messy shit in their lives going on that we want to see. Like we want to be a part of. Like Karen's life. We don't even know why her and Ray are getting a divorce, right? Because we're so worried about them fighting with fucking each other. And it keeps happening on every franchise. Stop focusing on the fights with each other when we literally keeps them unaccountable for their own lives. When you think about it, Kyle hasn't been accountable for Mo and his fucking frauds because we're so worried about fighting with everybody else. No, let's not deflect from our own lives any longer. Jossie's I want to figure out her damn thing with her husband. I love her hot boyfriend, her football player boyfriend, but we know that that's messy, so I want to see it. Hey, Laura.
Hey, I don't know if you hey,
I can hear you.
Awesome.
No. But it's cutting. Hold on.
It took me forever I'm trying to get in the whole time since you dropped the link, girl.
You really? Now it's good. Yeah. Are we on a delay?
A lot of stuff is spinning at my house.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm on Stacy's side.
Stacy's side. I know. Listen, I feel like she's right. They're so focused. It's going to the point where it's not care anymore. It's, what does she call it? It's harassment, or
they're kind of bullying her about trying to make her a slut like they are.
Yeah.
All of these ladies, and then for Karen, like, wasn't it 2 episodes ago that Karen was like, oh, you need to keep your dating life private while you're in the midst of a divorce? And now 2 episodes later, Karen's like, you need some different penises.
I know. And I feel like Karen, something's up. Like, does she look sickly to you, or what is too skinny, or what is your read on Karen right now?
I'm feeling like a lot of the ladies got a hold of the glutide or the Mounjaro, and that's the skinny that they are.
You think Karen was on it, you think? Because she was skinny anyway.
Yeah, because she has because she had a little, like, everybody just looks so skinny. Like,
they do. They got a Zempic face, right?
Yeah, they all got the Zempics. Something's happening. Even Ashley is very like
trashy, like, right?
Yeah. And but Stacy, I don't think she's on it. I think Stacy's naturally just super duper thin.
Is Stacy that thin though? I think she's got meat to her. No?
Yeah, and she works out, so she has that.
Yeah.
Mia, What was wrong with Mia's makeup? Why was her makeup so yellow?
Hmm.
She didn't
The
even look
blonde. It's the blonde wig or whatever she's doing with the blonde. It's making her look washed out, real washed out.
looks very she thinks she looks cute. I'm like, somebody doesn't like you, lady, because you don't even look she looked like a clown. And
She does.
nothing
Really does. Absolutely. You're right. Oh my God. Her confessionals look very clownish.
very clowny. And she thinks she's like the thing since Boo.
Why was she getting in that pool half naked when nobody else was in the pool?
Yeah, and what was that about? She comes manless and
Hmm.
like be like, look at my butt in the pool. And she was like, she
Hmm.
has that stripper mentality where she
Yes.
wants all the eyes in the room on her. And if they're not on her, then she'll say something shocking and overt sexual, or she'll do something shocking and overtly sexual to get the attention that she's used to, which is sex attention.
Yeah. And like, Ray was weird too. Ray was like, first of all, his hand around Jacqueline's weird. He is just too old to not understand. How does he not understand that that's not going to go over well, right? He's walking out Jacqueline after me or after she
It's
fights
not
with, and then he says, "Oh, we should be in the pool with you, ladies. We should have been there with you." It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? You're talking to the mermaids, telling them we should be in there with you.
Ray is I
Yeah.
bet Ray, oh my gosh. So
Oh,
Ray, he's one of those old men that he gets a lot of passes. He just lives, he sees
uh,
the and he just starts following them and making sure they get to where they need to be. And look, Karen was
you're
like,
weird, man. I'm like, Ray, no, Ray. And
Larry,
then, Karen, like, it's like, are you gonna fucking be honest with your relationship with him? What the fuck's up with it? Is it a love lagoon? Are you having problems? Are you blaming him for your DUI? But did you start fighting with him after because you got fucked up and he's mad at you? Because the way she blames him for fucking everything, right? And her parents. But it seems like she wants to act like everything's perfect now again on the love lagoon. But now they're getting a fucking divorce.
who said they're getting divorced?
Yeah, it's all in the news. They're separated and they're getting a divorce. That's what's
Oh
it.
gosh. So okay, you're
Yes. Let me see.
recuperating thing. I didn't see any news on that.
Really? Oh my God. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I saw it a couple times. We'll have to look it up. Hold on, let me see real quick. Well,
Well,
yeah.
she was
I
trying
mean,
one time for the darn. So her institution is under
that's
threat.
that's what I mean. But see, that's the thing. Stop saying that. She says that. I'm saying her like it's every other week. It's like either they're good. So now
I'm
we
gonna
found
go,
out
I'm gonna
we're just
go
having
back in.
problems.
It sounds like you're in a blender or something. I'm gonna try it one more time. I'll try to come right back in.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because that I don't believe. Oh my God, she's getting a divorce.
Well, yeah, you go back out and come back in, and I'll look for that. I'll look up for it. Look it up real quick.
Oh,
You're still there.
that won't let me in the thing. No way.
Me was being first answer attention. Yeah, she was. Her self worth is definitely screwed up. Are you having a problem getting out?
The phone.
Oh wait, let me. Do you want me to get you out, and then you can go back in? Okay. So maybe you guys are reading. Her makeup, I know, Jacqueline. I know. Jacqueline's makeup. I liked Jacqueline last season, right? I don't know what happened. I'm gonna get Large out of here and then put her back in, and then she can. I can't leave this. You guys, I'm not. When Large and I were talking, did it sound okay to you guys? Because between me and her, it sounded like we were on a delay, but I was just trying to get through it because we usually are okay after like a minute or two. But I don't, Larger, you're still backstage, by the way. I don't know if you knew that or not. You might want to get yourself out and then completely go back in completely. I'll even drop the link again too. I'll like start over completely. So let me just drop the link anyway. There she goes. Okay. Invite, copy. All right, I'll put the link. Let's try the link again because you said I know you're having problems getting in. This thing, I'm telling you. There it is. Paste. Okay. And then my Wi-Fi is good, right? My Wi-Fi is on. Okay. Oh, and there's Largest Cow. And there's a StreamYard link for Larja. All right. So yeah, I also feel like too, bringing up Jazelle's daughters. Now, I don't know. See, like, I don't know what she's talking about, how she acts like. Now, whether she acts like her daughters are perfect on Instagram, I mean, that's your perception. I don't think that Jazelle posts pictures of her daughters and says, oh yeah, and Q and DJ guys, sorry. Also, please follow or subscribe to Q and DJ's channel. They talk housewives, also sister wives, also oh my god, guys, Batman and stuff, all that stuff. And Erin too, if you guys can find Erin's channel. She's not in here yet, but I miss Erin. I haven't seen her. Love you, Terry. Oh, Instagram people too. I love you guys over here. So, all right. Jacqueline, okay. Now, we know that Jacqueline offering her little peace offering was stupid. So it's not going to work trying to, there's a scene where we're coming up with literally with her and Jacqueline. Jacqueline tries to, again, talk to Karen. You're not going to come in here and apologize for some shit that you did when Karen's right. Fuck you. Like, I don't think Karen should literally get her for trespassing because she showed up, Karen asked her to leave, and she left. So it's not like she told her not to come. Well, she did tell her not to come. I don't know if she went, she does reading now. Oh, okay, cool. Reading like a book, like a reading of, like, you have to tell me about it. So everybody knows, I don't know. Jazelle with Mia, back to that again real quick. First of all, I think that again, Wendy and Giselle's relationship is not going to work out. I think that's not working. Karen is not gonna fuck with Jacqueline. It doesn't matter. Jacqueline tried to have a moment again. It didn't work. So then she's going to apologize for it. Yep, Jacqueline may make too much money not to know they're good. You're right. Exactly. And Mia's been on there long enough. Mia also was a stripper, so she knows what stage makeup looks like. She knows when to wear a lot, when not to wear a lot, because the lights make you look like you don't have any on. You know what I mean? You're right. And it is crazy. Jacqueline's way too light. Like, her makeup looked white. It looked bad. I was like, and then the blonde hair makes them look washed out. Like, when I'm real tan, I cannot have blonde hair. I can't have the light. It makes me look washed out, and Mia is really light. And then when she gets, she has a little bit of color to her. She does not, the blonde hair makes her so washed out. And then even Ashley trying to wear that wig, and where she was wearing the same blonde wig in one of her confessionals. It's like, what are you doing? And the fact that they go on these confessionals with these makeups, with the way they're looking, I'm like, use make overs. And I know that Mia's in her 5th year. So she's at the 500 range. And when she's got 3 houses, she's got a house here, a house there. They have one for this one. They have one for Gordon, one for Mia, one for the kids, one for Ink's house. You know what I'm saying? And we know how much they make. And I know, I do listen to Kelly Dodd, though, says that, like, literally your first couple of years, you don't really make anything because you're spending so much money on glam. Because you're always going places. You always have, they're always filming, and you want your hair and makeup done every day. Now, like, I like doing my hair and makeup. Like, I start getting ready at 3:00 in the morning to be here by 12. But, like, I enjoy doing my own glam 3 days a week and my own hair and makeup and stuff. But I can imagine having to pay somebody to do it. And then the clothes. Kelly Dodd said she spent at least $100,000 on clothes her first year. And I thank you guys for still watching. I appreciate all the people watching. I know I should be a little bit more. Listen, everybody that watches me constantly 3 days a week, you guys know that I try to say, I'm going to be streamlined, I'm going to be better at this, and I'm not. I feel like I talk in circles, but you guys keep me going too with your comments. So I'm also reading the live chat, guys. If people are listening on just the Who Started You on podcast side, it's just the audio. You can watch the Crazy Live 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, where I'm just kind of doing my thing, this live episodes, but, I don't know. I was also thinking I wasn't going to keep uploading the podcast side onto the podcast platforms like Spotify and Apple, because I'm not getting a lot of views over there. I don't know. I was going to ask your guys' opinion, but you guys watch me over here, so you guys are like, it wouldn't matter to you guys whether I stay or not. But it's just like, I know that, and you don't have to listen to the old, and people don't have to listen to the old episode again. But it's a pain. I have to get everything just to download it and rate me would be nice. Like, that's all I ask, just to rate, to go over there and rate it 5 stars on Apple, Spotify. It's appreciated. You don't have to listen to the episode again. It might ask you to just to download it. So it might say you have to listen to it before you rate it, but all you have to do is hit the download button. And then you can follow me on Apple, Spotify, on any podcast platforms. But most of all, though, it does. But they have nice bodies. Mia's got a nice body. They all do. But to get into the pool like that with your ass hanging out, like I don't even wear a thong. Like I'm still weirded out by the fact that 25 and 20-year-olds wear thongs now. Like I didn't realize it. Not thong underwear, like thong bathing suits. I wear thong underwear, but like wearing thong bathing suits in public to me, I still can't get over. But you guys can tell I don't have notes, right? I'm just kind of going. I had a little bit of notes. I'm trying to go over what I had. But I'm sorry if I'm like not getting to all the scenes. What else? What am I missing here? Oh, let me talk about Jazelle and Maya bring up her kids. So I don't know. It's not so when you're trying to get in and it's spinning, Wi-Fi spinning, So you can't get in, huh? I have full Wi-Fi, I think. That's weird. And I keep giving the link, so it's not gonna. Yeah, like when you were talking, I could hear it. Once you started talking, I could hear it, but it sounded like it was a little bit of a delay. And it didn't sound like you're on your phone like you usually are, but I'll just wait for you. Giselle Mia bringing up her daughters. Okay. I know I've snuck boys in my house. I've snuck boys in my room and we snuck out of the house. This is nothing new. My dad knows all this, by the way. If my dad's listening, he knows all this. But like we did a lot of sneaking out. We stole the cars a lot, when we were younger. And that's the thing to do. But like, posting about Giselle's not going to make that I make that a point of concern for everybody in the world to know our daughters are, have sneaking boys in while they're on vacation. That's something that teenagers do, but they're good fucking kids. They are, regardless. And so are Mia's kids. So I'm not really sure why Mia or them being concerned for the kids hearing about all the fighting and all that and fighting in front of the kids, why they're making that into something completely different with Jazelle. That has nothing to do with the other. Mia's portraying things on social media that are happening in her day. Like just because they were fighting 5 minutes before and, Gordon didn't want to be around Ink. 5 minutes later, he wants to be around Ink. Remember, he's bipolar. If Mia wants to post the happy times, let her post the happy times. But then also, when people bring it up to her, what you go to is the other weird shit, like some weird ass shit, like, oh, you think your daughters are perfect? You're posting things that aren't true either. No, she's not. At the time that the boys were sneaking in the room, things were not great. I'm sure they got in trouble. And then when she was posting the things about her daughters being perfect, I'm sure they were, because they are pretty much perfect. I think that Jazelle and Pastor Holy Whore have raised some really amazing girls. Polite, just school, graduating from college, not being assholes. Shit, if they sneak boys in the room, I'm sure it's like the worst thing they've ever done. I'm probably one of the worst things they've ever done. And it's probably even not that bad because I think they're at least of age. They're at least 17, 18 years old. And probably really didn't need to sneak the boys in. I don't know. I'm just saying. It was an argument that I feel like at this point, I think that people are going to give Jazelle the low blows because of the shit that she's done over the years with Robin around. But I just feel like Mia's not the one to do it. You know what I mean? Like Mia's got a lot of skeletons too. Mia and Jacqueline aren't the ones that really should be throwing shade at like Karen and Jazelle at the OGs. You know what I mean? But I do feel like Kay and Jossie have the right to. Jane, they have a strong presence already. So I do feel like they seem like one of the, like they seem like they've been there for a while. To me anyway, those three ladies feel like Minus and Jacqueline. I'm talking about Stacey, Jossie, and Kay. I feel like they belong there. I feel like it seems like they've been there for longer than just this season, even though we had we had Jossie, we had Kay last season. But I love her presence this season. I love all their presences. And I was saying earlier, I like their shit within their own lives that they're dealing with. I'm interested in Stacey's life address, but we cannot get there because we're making up things for the women to do with each other, hanging out, making up reason for them to hang out. So then we can get them drinking and fighting when I want to know what's happening at home. Because like I said, we didn't even know, people didn't know Karen's getting a divorce. Like, let's look this up real quick. Why Larger's trying to get in. That's so weird, Larger, that you cannot get in. We're on the most benevolent timeline possible, though. We're on the most benevolent timeline possible. We are on the most benevolent timeline possible. We always are. We start and we end on that. And we are grateful for our lives. And there's no benevolence in this house. Nothing but positive. Karen Huger divorce. Okay. So when did this come out now? Do you think that this was definitely a freaking story? November 24th. Wait a minute. All right. Well, you know what? Actually, Dana reported it. So let me get into Dana's Patreon. Did you guys hear about this, by the way, in the chat? And anything you guys want to bring up from the show, just bring it up and let me know, because I'm literally, my notes are not as great as I thought they were. So I'm kind of forgetting scenes. I know there's a lot of good scenes at the end. Okay, now it literally says Karen Huber's divorce. Karen Huber's divorce. Dana Wilkie. It was Tuesday. Dana's got some great tea in here, guys. You guys really should go to Dana's Patreon and sign up for $6 a month. Man, what do I tell you about the Salt Lake? I'm not going to tell you until Friday, but there's so much good stuff in here. She got some tea, man. Oh, my stuff about Lisa. Oh my God, guys, you're going to love it. All right, Karen's the worst. It was like 2 days ago. Dana, where is it? Dana. This is like ridiculous. And when I need it, it's right in front of me. When I don't need it, it's right in front of my face when I'm in here. I just literally saw it. I literally just had it. I listen to her Patreon every week, every day. Okay. My mom. Kim Richards too. No. Karen's divorce right here. Okay. Yesterday. All right. I'm going to play because it's in the beginning. So why is she getting a divorce now? Why does she think she's getting a divorce? It's the very beginning. All right. So let me share it with you guys. Larger. I think Mia can afford to live with me. Why does she have 3 houses then? It's ridiculous. You know what I mean? Yeah, you heard. Okay, so you did, right? Now, I didn't hear maybe I missed the story, but I'm going to play a little bit of it. Dana, don't be mad at me. This is from the Diamond members too. I don't think she'll care. I told her she needs to come on once every couple of weeks and talk about the best things we have in the Patreon. Like the 5 best stories that we have. All right, so see how it says Karen. Can you guys see? Sorry. All right, you guys can see it good, right? Karen, you know what? And I want to bring up something about them owning their homes too, because I'm really mad about Lisa Barlow.
Gonna try to look in. Very disappointed. Phone calls. I didn't go away. Come on, bitch. Let's go. Come on. Get ready, bitches. Know the tea is hot when you're just rebuild on your cell phone, which is like sort of like alert. I didn't this year, but it's been kind of, guys know who you are. And I think it is happening. This is difficult because Karen Huger just got found. Look out for me when they know I'm struggling with other things to make sure I don't miss anything. And you guys know who you are. Okay, so let's talk about the tea I was sent on Friday morning, which was Karen Huger got a divorce that is imminent. Any minute it's supposed to be dropping. Now, I don't know, maybe by the time this podcast airs on Sunday that they will have made the announcement between Friday and Sunday. But yeah, I really trust the source that I heard that from. And I think it is happening. This is difficult because Karen Huger just got found guilty of a DUI and has to go through the proper next steps of punishment, which isn't going to be easy on her, especially at her age. And I know that the tabloids were saying that she's very disappointed with this result. But the truth is that she's had other DUIs in the past. So, you know, a judge is going to go hard on that basis.
So I'm playing, anybody's just coming in or just listening. It's Dana Wilkie's Patreon from yesterday about Karen Huger's divorce, because we're talking about Potomac. And I have permission to play it without stopping.
Now, an appeal court might give her a lighter outcome in terms of the way they look at the case. So maybe they'll try to appeal it. I'm sure they will. It'll also buy her time to not get punished right away if that's what she wants. Sometimes people just want to get it over with, the punishment. Other times people want to push it out. I think most attorneys would say if you have grounds for appeal, do it. So I'd say that's what they're going to try to look into doing if they can. Right now, though, she's going to be scheduled for sentencing on January 29th of 2025, and she was found guilty on all charges except for driving recklessly. Now imagine that, you know, she said that one of the reasons she had this DUI in the first place was she was struggling because she was having marital issues with her husband, Ray Hooger, which...
But then she acts like everything's fine. So they fixed everything when the episodes are airing just now.
I guess they're getting a divorce is the word on the street. So don't underestimate how serious those were. Also, she was really still very emotional about the loss of both her parents that happened in 2017. This caused her to overdrink and she got reckless, really reckless, and made very bad decisions.
Depression doesn't make you drive drunk. It makes you drink. But depression, unless you're trying to kill yourself or somebody else.
I believe the TMZ video says it all. One sec, let me play it for you.
My name is Karen. Can I have a tissue? I don't have a tissue, ma'am. Oh my God.
This was sad when she needed a tissue. He could have at least looked for a tissue. I don't have tissues in my police car, ma'am. Sir, give her a fucking tissue. Her hands are behind her back. Assholes.
Carry tissues in my police car. But there will be. I will get you tissues.
No, I don't need it. I'm not going to be that. They're very long, but I thank you for tonight. This has been good for my marriage. You know my husband?
I do not know your husband.
No, my husband has never shared.
What?
I'm married 28.
How the hell did she? I'm so mad that she was. I still can't listen, and I still can't believe somebody let her drive. She couldn't. Oh my God, so bad. Let me get. Oh man. So bad.
So I think you got it.
It is.
I'm loaded. She herself because he wants to drink. And I play this for you to remind you guys all to not drink and drive, no matter how sad or upset or angry somebody makes you. Just call an Uber or get a hotel nearby. It's that time of year where everybody wants to drink and a million justifications for why you can still get home and drive will come up in your brain. And I want you to think of the Grand Dame of Potomac.
This one I had to actually leave her a message and tell her how to say it because she's funny when she messes up names all the time. But this one was funny. Like, you obviously don't watch the show, Dana. I love you, but you don't watch. You're just getting your tea. I love you for it, though. But yeah, so that's, I guess it didn't drop yet. Let's look and see. Larja, I guess it didn't drop. Larja, where are you? Why isn't it letting you in? We got to talk about that other situation. I heard we got called fucked off. I got told to fuck off. I was like, oh, okay. How about you fuck off, motherfucker? And that's the word that keeps, I don't know why, but that is the word and the name that keeps coming to mind when I think about him now. Because that's how he acted, like a total motherfucker and a bully. Okay. It's been, all right. She said she was see, like, this is it. Like, it didn't drop yet. It says, I will get divorced. This is all old, though. So Miss Dana Wilkie. Okay, so that came from Dana, who came from somewhere that she trusts. But I don't see any other news about it. But I thought divorce rumors. Okay, well, here's divorce rumors. This is old shit, though. No, it's not. No, it's not. Let me share this with you guys. All right. Entertainment.com, Real Housewives Now. Throughout the season on Real Housewives of Potomac, Karen Huger has hinted that she and her husband, Ray Huger, have been having marital problems. During September 27th episode of the Real Housewives of Potomac, it seems like their issues come to a head. No, not really. A sneak preview for as Huger and her husband go to a life coach relationship. And a clip Huger says, I know he's thinking I'm not balancing the attention I give it. Is this old? I don't think it's old. Conversation. That's old. Why is this? It says updated, though. I don't know. So that's an old thing. The kids are not there, so this is an old one. Okay. Well, maybe it's not anywhere else. I don't know. Is Dana the only one? I don't know if Dana's the only one that said this. Yeah, they've married 28 years. That's 4 years ago. So look, I guess, I don't know. I don't know where she heard it from. I'm going to have to just say that I got that information from Dana. And maybe it's not dropped yet. because she seems like the only one. Okay, let me see. She did. What did I know? Exactly. She did throw up too. I heard that. That's what she. Listen. Do you think she even realized she was in an accident at that point? Because she didn't seem like she realized where. And I'm telling you again. Do you guys know where she was by any chance? I know, like she said, at a friend's house having a couple beers. I'm sorry, Ray. That doesn't fly for me. Whose house? Who let her drive? Yeah, I see. Yeah. Do you think? Okay. Yeah. It was like, why are you in the pool? It was disrespectful. Exactly. They do have a lot of like. Yeah, she needed a napkin, and again, I mean, that she's never gonna get away from that video as long as she's the grand dame. You know what I mean? That video is gonna be, and I know it's embarrassing, but like again, she don't look well in the show. And if I knew that was a body that could come out, I was sure as fuck wouldn't be drinking on camera. I'm just saying. There's a lot of things I would have did differently knowing this body cameras coming out, footage is coming out. I would have definitely had some treatment, made sure that that everybody in the world saw me getting help. And talking to cousin David isn't fucking doing shit for me. Sorry. Cousin David was on the phone with you while we were driving, so I don't like that motherfucker now either. Like, who let her drive? Like, what the nobody's asking this question. Because I'm pissed off that John Jansen let Shannon drive. And I'm pissed off that they walked down to the scene and just walked away. Call the cops. Say she's driving and she's wasted. But again, I let her drive. Well, where'd she come from? My house. Oh, you let her drive? Yeah. You know what I mean? Why is it that bars could be liable for people that drive drunk and leave their establishment and do something stupid? The bars get liable for it, but why is it that the people's house, wherever Karen was, who, like, you know what I mean? I just feel like somebody needs to answer on why they let her drive. Who let her get in the car? Was she by herself then? Was she by herself drinking? Was she parked in a parking lot somewhere? Where was she going? And why did cousin David not say, pull over now, you should not. Obviously, she couldn't speak. So you mean to tell me you're on the phone with cousin David and he doesn't realize you're fucked up? Remember, he heard the accident through the phone. So, and he's probably the one who called Ray. Who knows if he didn't call? He probably didn't even call 911 first. Probably not. I guarantee you that I don't know who called 911, but I don't think any of them did. I think they would probably try to get out of it. Okay, so she was at the Blue Eyes. No, you're lying. You're lying to me. You were lying to me. Is that really, really what you heard? It doesn't. I'm sorry. Uber. Sorry. Uber. Take her car and drive it behind the Uber. I don't know. Go park it somewhere. Okay, first of all, where did she tell Ray she was? So, okay, she's driving with her car to Blue Eye's house drinking, but he's an actual driver who could have got away with Blue Eyes getting her a ride home. Take her car, put it somewhere else. You know what I mean? If you're going to lie about where you're at, why is your car at that house? Maybe your car should have been at your friend's house where Ray thought you were having beers at. Like, you know what I mean? Poor Ray at this point. See, they're literally, now I believe the divorce rumors. Man, is this just rumors from the ladies or like, is this something like substantial, like evidence? Because a lot of people would say like, oh, she was probably at her boyfriend's house. You know what I mean? But that could be a reason they're not talking about where she was. Why Blue Eyes let her leave? I don't care. If you're having an affair, don't get fucking wasted at the dude's house where you can't leave. You're stuck there. You should have been stuck there. And so be it. You should get caught. Ray should leave her because she put them and their life savings in danger. Listen, that's a lot of money she's going to pay out the asshole for this fucking accident. She could have been paying millions of dollars to somebody if she unalived somebody's family member. So I'm not happy with her and her fucking decisions and the way she's acting about it. I understand addiction. I understand getting fucked up, but you're acting like a whole asshole right now. Getting wasted at your fucking boyfriend's house when you have a husband, and then the husband's coming to the accident. Karen Huger, what are you doing? Are you and Rega, are you lying to us? Because you're love lagoon bullshit. Again, if you're fucking cheating on him and you're having affairs and you're getting wasted, Why are you having a Love Lagoon party? Don't act like you're all fucking in love with like. It really makes me mad because I feel like, you know what? Me as a liar. So are you, Karen. You're a liar too. You and Ray are liars. Because I think Ray is probably on the know with it. If she's at her boyfriend's house with her own vehicle, he could have tracked it. I'm sure they have like what's it called, Apple and all that crap, and like whatever the car tracking thing. I'm sure GPS on your car. Like, what is wrong with her? Dustin, have you watched this shit? Have you heard this shit, Mr. Dustin B?
I heard about it and I haven't watched it. What's going on?
Apparently, Karen is not only was she allegedly maybe at Blue Eye's house. The night of the accident, wasted leaving, but literally, I don't care about any like that's not an excuse to me. Call a fucking Uber, get her goddamn car. I don't know. He was exactly probably drinking right along with her. You know what? Call an Uber. You're not worried about your car being there any other time, so just not worry about it then. You know what I mean? Hi, did I send you a link? I wanted to send you a link on your text message. I didn't know. I'm having a holiday live at 4 o'clock.
I don't think what she's doing is right now. That's for sure.
No, she's acting like her. Go ahead. Sorry,
she should have some kind of therapy or some kind of help or something, because she's definitely not right now. She's definitely not right at all, in my opinion.
I believe
think she needs a lot of help.
She does. And again, yeah, because the night of the accident, that's right. They weren't saying it. Ray was staying at a friend's house, right? And you're right. They keep saying it. I haven't heard anybody say about anywhere. I haven't heard like them say where she. I haven't talked about where she's coming from at all. But I'm sure you guys know this stuff, and I believe it. Like that's true. But again, all of that, like, I'm sorry, like. I don't. If you're going to be a sneak, don't get wasted.
I've seen videos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've seen videos about this.
About Karen, yeah, how bad it was.
Mm-hmm. I've seen videos about Karen Cougar.
Yeah,
and I guess it was pretty bad. Then I realized that it was.
Yeah, it was her DWI, right? The body cam footage.
Right. Yeah, the body cam footage. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's what
I seen the body cam footage. Yeah.
Like, right. Why? How are you able? She shouldn't even. She was in no condition to walk or drive. It is. I know. I keep repeating. Right. It's really bothersome that she got in a car and attempted to drive like that. Like, I just can't.
It'd be bothersome to me too.
I mean, I don't care. I know that you didn't hurt anybody, but you could have. And that's the thing. You're making these decisions at your age. It doesn't matter that you didn't hurt anybody, but you could have. You know what I mean? Like at this point, you should be accountable for that part, just for that part. The fact that you could have hurt somebody else. Like,
yeah,
you didn't, but that's because of goddamn pure ass fucking luck. You know, that you only pray.
She could have gotten more trouble, Krista.
Well, she got convicted of it. She's convicted.
I know she did. But this whole situation could have been a lot worse than it was.
I know, and that's the thing.
I'm glad that people wasn't hurt in this.
I know,
but I'm glad that people was not. I don't know if I can say the word on here, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that it didn't happen that way.
Me too.
I think that she should be hold accountable to this.
Me too.
Hold accountable to what's going on right now.
Exactly, and not just through the courts, because, well, I don't know. Like, I don't think that Bravo really has a right to do or say anything. Honestly, because
I think they do. I think they should.
Only because you know what they do. They drink all the time on that show. It's like, you know what I mean. They do a lot of the same thing. I mean, they don't drink and drive, but I mean they're constantly doing. They're drinking all night. So it's like, she wasn't. It's not like she was on drugs or she got caught with drugs in her car. You know what I mean?
I know.
So,
but I'm just saying,
a lot of them.
It's a bad situation to be put.
She shouldn't drink. I really believe she should drink. Yeah, I do believe that too, Lady Virgo. I feel bad for Ray at this point. It does add up at big time because she lies about their relationship, obviously, because it's convenient to use when she needs it for an excuse, right? Her and Ray.
Right.
You know, Like, I get the whole parents thing. You're probably going to be upset for the rest of your life, right, Karen? But you've had 8 years to deal with it. You've had 8 years to get therapy. You shouldn't be getting in a fucking car and driving at your age 8 years later. Hey, love.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
Hey, Larja.
Hi, Dustin. Wait, Dustin, why aren't you on camera? You got too much attention last time. You were showing us your goatee and everything. You can't handle it. So you
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'll put you on camera.
You got
Hey, y'all. Hey, Dustin.
Hey,
How you doing,
hey,
cutie?
I'm doing
Dustin
good.
got a haircut and you're shaved. Look at you,
Oh,
hot.
it's good.
Dustin, let me see your whole
Nice.
face. Let's see your whole face. Pull the camera.
You ready for the holidays?
Dustin's all, look at him. Dustin,
Oh, he's all fresh and clean and shaven and nice. But
eyebrows and all, man.
Dustin, you
What?
like the goatee a lot. The goatee gave you a
No,
little edge, man. I
no.
like the goatee.
So good. I thought the same thing. I was like, I feel weird saying it because it's my Dustin. Like, you're right.
I know, right? Like, I didn't mean to think these things about you, Dustin, but your goatee did that.
Yeah,
Thank
give you.
you.
Gives you
You're welcome.
I was like, Dustin.
Okay.
Okay, largest, spill it. What do you got for me?
Okay, so I just looked. It does not look like she's getting a divorce. I just went and looked,
Oh
and
man.
there was a thing that came up in the news that around October she said she would leave. She would divorce Ray if he acted like Juan. She said that one time, but I don't think they're getting a divorce.
See,
Um,
Dana Wilkie reported it, but she didn't say where it came from, or she didn't think it would be dropped. Did you hear that little bit that I played from her?
no, I was trying to make all this stuff work. I had
Okay.
to reboot.
Okay. It just, yeah, she just said she heard it from a good source that they were getting a divorce, and she's not sure if it was going to drop by the time she dropped this episode that she did yesterday. So, but then I Googled it and I didn't say anything
Why
else.
would they get a divorce? She didn't even divorce Ray when he owed $100 million in taxes. She didn't even almost divorce him.
No, I think Ray's maybe like Lady Virgo said, maybe he's tired of her shenanigans. If she was at Blue Eye's house the night of the accident,
Uh-huh.
I feel like there's a lot that she's doing and blaming Ray for that. Maybe Ray really hasn't really. I don't know. Ray, if I were Ray, I would probably leave her if I don't
I
know.
wouldn't leave her. I wouldn't leave her just because she put a Maserati around a tree.
Well, it could be because she was at old Blue Eye's house
I
too.
would.
But he's been tolerating old Blue Eyes forever.
I
I don't
know.
think I bet if there is a Blue Eyes, they have an understanding.
I was
Larja.
And he doesn't mind the understanding.
Larja.
Yeah, babe.
Do you hear what I said?
Huh?
Do you hear what I said?
Mm-mm.
No, what'd you say?
Well, you said I wouldn't leave her, but I said I would leave her.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't want to be. I wouldn't want to be put at fault for something that somebody else did.
Well, marriage is sickness and in health, and we can all agree that one of the sicknesses is alcoholism. So why
Yeah.
leave her because she's sick? Why not just try to, be there through and as long as she goes and gets the help that she needs or whatever?
I don't think
I'm
she
not-
is large. I think that she isn't getting the help that she needs, and I think Ray might just be a little bit like over it. Maybe the reason he doesn't give her the attention she needs right now, which I don't agree with that either, but maybe in Ray's mind, he's been giving her all the attention. He's been trying for so long, and yeah, he fucked up with the taxes. But I do believe after that, maybe the way that she needed him to be there, he didn't know how. And I feel like that's something they never dealt with. Hold on, mic come out. Let me mute him. Dustin, can you mute your mic for a second?
Sorry about that.
I can hear like TVs or something. I feel like that he's been literally for like maybe the last 10 years. She literally blames their marriage on a lot of shit in the show. And then she lies and says they're great again. So I don't know what the truth is, but I feel like they haven't been good for a while. And I feel like at this point, Ray might just be a little over her not getting help. Like maybe she's not really, because it doesn't seem like I don't know if she's taking accountability off camera, but it doesnn't seem like she's on camera. And it doesn't seem like she is with him. But if she is, I hope that then I'd be like, no, don't leave her. But it doesn't seem like she thinks she did anything wrong.
Well, and even if she doesn't, I mean, that's part of the sickness. I mean, I feel
Right?
like,
She's got to get help
no, I
though.
kind of feel like the way people are playing on Karen in these 8 citations and
Oh,
then
yeah,
even you know, the dash cam footage and all of that stuff.
Mhm.
It's not enough to make her have to leave the housewives. It's not enough to make her marriage have to leave. It's not enough for us to stop loving her. I don't feel like that. I feel like this was an incident that happened. She needs to address the bigger picture, but
She's
this still happened and it doesn't have any bearing on whether or not I'm going to ride with Karen.
see,
And I haven't been a grand dahmer. I was like the grand dame lies for like the last 10 years. You know what I mean? So,
I've been like voting. I've been like rooting for her for a while. Like I started waiting. Like,
yeah,
I thought, but this, I'm a little upset with her because I wanted her to be, not, I don't know, because I don't know how she is off camera. I don't know how she is with Ray. If she's taking this serious, because I'm the friend that I will ride with you, but you're going to hear it from me. If you don't get help, if you need to fix your situation, it's been almost a year now since you had this accident. Why haven't you been to therapy? Why haven't you been to rehab? Why are you like, you know what I mean? I'm the friend that's going to be mad at you for not doing that right now. Like, yeah, I'm going to be there.
right.
You're going to get help because I'm not going to keep barely, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just like, you need to
She
show
could use
me.
she could use a month at a good old Betty Ford
Not
clinic,
even that.
probably.
She's got to get therapy for the other shit too. Whatever. So you got to figure out what's making you drink. Like, yeah, you can go to rehab and you can get clean, but she's got to figure out what's, a month in rehab is going to be like a detox. After that, maybe get like outpatient therapy to figure out what is going on. Like, I don't even think she needs it. I don't think that. I think she's a self-medicator. So I think she figures out what's going on, and fix whatever. It probably is her parents. It's probably a lot of things. It's probably a lot of pressure. But like, you can't live like that, and you can't make this kind of mistake and then not show people that you're going to fucking fix it, or at least attempt to. Even if you can't, and you struggle, at least you're showing us that you're doing something about it, and you're not just saying, "Oh, it was a fucking accident," because this was like Shannon, a series of bad decisions that you shouldn't make at your age that could have really killed somebody else. I know you didn't.
Right.
You could have,
Right.
and you should have never gotten in that car. And whoever fucking let her drive, whether it's Blue Eyes or a friend, should be fucking.
Well, how did Blue Eyes even get into it? So is the word, because I see Lady Virgo's comment, is she saying that the it's all over the news and social media that it was Blue Eyes, or
That's what.
because I haven't heard anything about Blue Eyes. I
It's like,
asked the question myself. I was like, well, she doesn't look too dressed up. It looked like she was like just leaving her house, going for a spin around the block, based off of how far that wig was back, and what clothes did she even have on? She wasn't even dressed to the nines to have been out at like a bar or dinner or something like that. So that's why I was like, where was she coming from? But Blue Eyes isn't.
I know. I don't know if that's an open secret. See, that's the thing. Like, I thought maybe the ladies were just talking shit. Somebody was just talking shit and saying that. But I mean, I don't know. All right, say she wasn't at Blue Eyes, whoever's house she was at, or wherever she
Yeah, they
was.
shouldn't have let her drive. They should have gave her a ride home, Ubered her ass.
Yeah,
Because especially if she was talking about being Thomas Jefferson's concubine before she left the house,
no
they should
way.
have taken the keys.
There's no way that she could have even known. She had no clue what the fuck was going on. And I don't know where that area is that she was at, but I mean, she hit a tree for fuck's sake. People usually die when that.
Didn't it seem, honestly, like she was not drunk, like it was something else?
Oh my God, yes. And I think I thought in my mind I was projecting onto her. I was projecting.
Okay. So I felt like I might have been projecting too, because then I was like, I haven't seen, she didn't sound slurry. She sounded crazy talk, but she didn't sound like slurry, and she wasn't like, I don't know. She didn't seem inebriated off of alcohol. It seemed like, I don't know if there was something else.
It seems like
know.
benzos, maybe I feel like, now this is just our speculation, because I always feel like I'm projecting on other people. I'm like, I don't think she's drunk, right? I think she's on pills, right? But you're right. The way that she was speaking, and when she was in the car and she didn't, we've seen Karen drunk, right? But when she was
exactly.
She was like, I love you. She was having a conversation with somebody that wasn't there.
Right.
Benzo thing for me. I've seen people in benzo, and I'm saying like a Xanax or something like that. Now, she said she was struggling with things, so taking Xanax and all that probably was not too far out of reach for us to think. And a lot of them do drink wine, a lot of wine on their pills. I've noticed. But again, I'm always like, oh man, she's on pills. I'm like, oh, maybe I'm just projecting she's on pills. But then I was right about Tamara; she was on pills.
Because there's a point there's a point where you're so drunk that all you can do is pass out. And she was not passing out, you guys. She had a lot left to say. I don't know. This is allegedly. I just
Different,
think I
yeah.
just hope Karen gets the help she needs. But I
Oh,
do
you
feel
know
like
what?
Karen,
She refused.
Karen, she refused to get EMT help at the thing. Yeah.
Probably got
And
COVID.
that's another reason I was like, how do they even know if she was a DUI or a DWI if she didn't even take the test? How do you know, sir?
They said they should, after when you refuse, you have to go get blood work done. They usually take you to get your blood drawn. So I want to know, I don't know if we know, but did her blood get drawn? Because they have to have charged her with something on the fact. If you fail, if you refuse, it's an automatic DUI, right? But they also have to prove in
Oh,
court that
is it an automatic?
if you refuse, you get an automatic DWI, or they automatically charge you. But they're also supposed to think you get,
Oh.
if you refuse the blood, you have to go get blood work drawn. So we don't even know. I don't know if that was in the paperwork or not, if that happened, because the blood work's going to tell us what was in her system to charge her with it, to, find her guilty. They can't just go off by the video. Yeah, she looks inebriated, but that's the perception. Like
Yeah,
they
but you need to know what her
What?
blood alcohol level
Did I hear
was.
what now?
she didn't blow at the scene, so that's an automatic fail or DWI, right, or charge. But then you also supposed to get your blood drawn to find out exactly why you're inebriated, why you just got in this accident. They can't just go off speculation. Anybody can act like a crazy person. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, oh, I'm drunk, I wasted her. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, yeah.
they got to have something substantial in court, I believe, to give her something where she's going to get 2 years in fucking jail. So maybe if we look a little bit, we'll see the blood work. Because remember, did they say her blood alcohol level was blah, blah, blah over the legal limit? I don't remember if I heard that.
I don't remember with all the stuff that came out last week about the case. I hadn't heard anything about her blood alcohol level.
And why is she not having insurance registration? I don't get it. You have money, ma'am. Why are you driving a vehicle that has no registration, no insurance, whatever it was, no license, no this, no that? Why do you have 8 of them? Like, why do you have 8 things wrong with your vehicle? I mean, I feel like she does need some help, because that's another thing. They have this money, they have at least enough money to register your vehicle. You know what I mean? Why? What is it with you that you're forgetting to do them things and then driving, of all things? Like, you're going to just get in the car and drive when you have no goddamn registration, insurance, license, and that's another fucking 6 months. That's also another felony.
Oh, see, we're all thinking the same thing. Yeah, because it didn't seem. I've been drunk, and when I was that drunk, I passed out. I had to go take a nap.
Yeah,
But she seemed beyond that point.
not drivable. Not even it was not. Yeah, and not a couple beers. It was like, you know what I mean? And I'm sure Ray probably figured it out right away that she's on the pills and stuff, because he did not want her to speak, and she wasn't speaking. It was awful.
I mean, they were allowing her to incriminate herself.
Big time. Big
They
fucking
told her, they were asking. That's why I have a problem with it. Look,
I
if
kind of
you're conditioned, don't try to entrap. There's enough laws that she broke legally. Don't try to entrap this lady. Her husband said clearly she's not in a position to talk. She's probably banged up. Stop asking her questions. They continue to ask her the questions, and then tell her you're being filmed. But then when her lawyer said, they got all of their answers illegally because they didn't ever read her rights.
Yeah, they
said
didn't
have to read her rights because she wasn't under arrest. So how did she get in jail, sir? Then how is she like?
It was weird.
In your car with handcuffs on, taken from one place to another, but she was never detained or under arrest. That's bullshit. She needs me for a lawyer. They would have throw all that shit out if I was her lawyer. There's no way that you're not reading her rights and interrogating her without her getting medical care after such an impactful act. I would have threw all that shit got out on my shit.
Right. They just said she hit her head. That's why she was acting like that. That's the thing. I don't know if it's blood or what. And again, remember how he was asking for her license? Ray was looking for the license, and he had actually already had the driver's license. They had him looking through that freaking pocketbook for like 15 minutes when they had already had her license.
Yeah.
It's like
and then they're all telling him, he's like, well, I can give you mine since I can't find hers. They're like, you weren't involved. We need hers. And they had it.
They had it. And I'm like, she should have been sitting down in her car. They should have sat her down in their vehicle, away from her fiery car, right? Sit her down in the vehicle, tell her that she was in an accident. We know that you're intoxicated. At least let her know what the fuck is going on. And she should not have been able to walk around like that. the way she was all, you know what I mean? He was all over the place. Like, I know that I'm not a police officer, but I've been arrested 13.
See, and that's the point, just simply. The rights were read at the police station. They incriminated her off of everything she said before that. And part of having your rights read is for you to have the understanding that anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. And then you have the right to remain silent. But they allowed her
To speak.
didn't read her rights till after they got it all on camera. That's entrapment. That's entrapment. They have the order of things for a reason. If I'm not under arrest, then take these handcuffs off me. And you were supposed to read me my rights before you put the handcuffs on me.
Yeah, I wonder if they couldn't
So why
arrest
didn't they read her rights until they got her in the interrogation room to the thing? Because they were trying to set her up.
I wonder if they didn't see, this is the thing. She refused. Okay. I didn't see anybody say we can do a walk. Now they make you walk, and they should do that, right? So at that point, they can't charge her. I know in Jersey it's an automatic DWI, but so when they took her into the station, did she get arrested on the scene? She had handcuffs
She
on,
went
right?
into the station with handcuffs on. Because remember, she gets out of the car and she's like, "Can you take these off?"
Right,
And they're
right,
like,
right.
"No, you're getting ready to come in here with me."
Why would they handcuff her if she wasn't under arrest?
Exactly. That's why she needs me for a
They needed
lawyer.
to get blood work. They needed to force her to get be seen at this something to either say that she's like this because she hit her head. She could have, all that could have been from her. We know she was inebriated, but that all could have been from lawyer was a really good case right there. She hit her head. No wonder she was acting all crazy.
Right.
You know?
No wonder Thomas Jefferson came into it. She hit her head, sir.
Wow. And that's what I'm saying. This one, I said, I'm watching. I'm like, she doesn't know where she's at. She is so out, like fucked up. I don't know how she got in a car. I don't know how she drove. I don't know how she found her keys to even drive. Like, I'm surprised she made it as far as she did. I don't know how far she made it, but I'm very upset with the person that let her drive. The cops, I don't think they, they could have gave her something, a t-shirt, a tissue. It was like snot running down her face and handcuffed behind her head or behind her. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't have napkins in my police car. I don't have. Why don't you? What, you don't blow your nose, motherfucker? Just saying. Like, I just thought. I mean, I don't know. Like, I felt like I was really afraid for her. I thought she was going to start to resist or something. Like when she started to realize.
Is Kathy in the back?
I don't think so. I'm sitting in
what waiting room? You okay, Kathy?
Oh, at the doctor's probably.
So okay. One thing I did want to you probably already talked about it, but
oh yeah, go ahead.
The Mia Jazelle of it all. So Jazelle has her nerve, and I was right there with Wendy when Wendy was like, "Okay, I clock you. You had a problem with me, and now you're just like, oh, forgive Mia," when she actually said something about your kids. And then she's like, "Well, we weren't even talking. I didn't even consider you my friend." But she doesn't consider Mia her friend either. So now I'm back to what Candace was saying, where part of why Jazelle chooses who she chooses to be mad at could be based off of some very obvious things. I'm not sure. But nothing that Wendy did towards Jazelle's daughters was ever as personal or mean as what Mia brought up to intentionally defame her daughters. And that was a huge line. I did not appreciate her bringing it up to try to make her daughters look like sluts.
Right.
And the kids are off limits. The kids are off limits. Mia put her kids on Front Street with this storyline. Jazelle has not put her kids on Front Street, even in the Pastor Peen situation, for us to bring up the kids like that.
Right.
Mia constantly saying things and bringing up how the kids say, "Oh, we saw you in bed with ink," and "Oh, this," and then these little questions they have with the kids and Gordon. She's bringing this to us. So now we have questions, Mia. It does not look like you're protecting your kids, Mia. Your kids are confuser than you are, Mia. And you're the most confused in the household. Therefore, we know your kids are confused, Mia. And we think you need to protect them. That was a valid observation from viewers and from her co-stars.
Did they beg that scene to get cut out? Mia said worse about. Oh, so she said worse.
Oh, see, yeah, because she doesn't need the world knowing that she was sneaking guys in on the Ring camera.
I listen. I feel like I did it too. I mean, I think everybody sneaks their boyfriends in at one point or sneaks boys in at one point of their life, right? I don't
Yeah.
mean doesn't mean they're sluts, and it doesn't mean that you can't post about their lives and say that they're great kids because they are. Like Mia's
Yeah.
whole argument, like, oh, you act like they're such perfect kids. They fucking basically are. Her
They
daughter's
are.
pretty close to perfect that they could be for, I'm sure they have their own issues, but like that has nothing like that. Posting them and acting like their life's great. Their life is great, man. Two things can be true at once. Just because they have this and one amazing like life doesn't mean they're sluts and it's a fake life. It's not fake. It's just
Right.
at the same time, everything's great. She doesn't have to tell the whole world her daughter snuck poison. You did, but and again, like what all she did was question. I know that Giselle's being messy by questioning me about the, oh, well, why you have, one day Gordon's that you guys are fighting, you're telling us you're fighting, but then you're posting Gordon and Hank. Maybe people want to just post the good times too. Like maybe
Yeah.
people just post when it's good because it's not good all the time. So like, but both of them really like. I get what they're saying. They're trying to be messy with Mia, but Mia turning around and saying that shit is such a fucking reach. It's like she reached all the way to the back and she's like reaching way far back for shit.
Yeah.
Like grab onto something and it's like, and Jill's all like, huh? Giselle's like, let me sit on this for a
She's
week.
always reaching. She's like a one-trick pony. She just is always, I don't know. I don't appreciate
I'm not with the
Mia.
blonde hair.
I
I'm not
don't
with
feel like it's a great storyline to be on this show with two men in an unresolved situation where there are minor children and you're throwing out mental health, and it's just way messy. It's too messy. And I don't like it. I don't feel like we need that kind of force multiplier. I'm doing air quotes. Force multiplier. I just like people who try to be real. Don't be
Great.
salacious. Be real, you know?
Yeah, and I was trying with Mia this season. I was trying to see what she went through with Gordon and trying to like peg him and figure out what's going on with that. But I do feel like you're right at this point. Like there's a lot. Like Gordon probably went through like right. It's so volatile with them now.
Uh-huh.
And it's such a fucked up situation because like all the shit that we saw online too about he's a predator. Blah, blah, blah. It's like your kids are definitely going to see this shit one day. Like
Yeah,
definitely not protecting their kids from this bullshit that her Ink and Gordon got
not at all.
when you're posting
Because
to the
that's
dad.
one thing Jazelle did. She was very
Hey,
careful
can I
on
say
what she
something?
curated for
1 second, Justin.
our
Okay.
consumption around her daughters.
Right.
Whereas Mia just wants so much attention, she just like throws everything out. She's just like, oh, they might like this. They'll talk about me for this. They'll talk about me for this. Oh, and this sounds good. And I can lie later. So it doesn't really, you know what I mean? It's just too many lies and confusion. She
Yep.
needs a timeout.
Jacqueline too. Jacqueline, I think, is gross. I think that I liked her at first, but I think that Jassy, Stacy, and Kay make Jacqueline look like she looks like trash. She acts like trash.
Oh my gosh.
Her and Mia
Trashy trash.
Yeah, her and Mia
Yeah.
lied. There was such bullshit last year. It's like I
Yeah.
don't get used to it all. Like I was trying really hard because I did feel bad for her with the whole thing with Gordon and trying to be in love
Uh-huh.
with somebody else. But the kids part of it, like why they don't need to know that, oh, now Gordon's a predator. Now you're calling their dad a predator online. They're
Right.
definitely gonna do that shit one day.
And that he has mental health stuff. Like, so when the
Yes.
kids get older,
You know what? You can't marry Mr. Ink. Oh, it's like, oh
right.
God. And she went right back to acting like everything's okay with Gordon. That's fucked up too. These
And
kids
then
are
her
going
accent changes too. Did you notice that Mia has this Doritos thing going on where she gets a different accent and a different voice for she's like, the kids have a lot going on and me and Ink, and she like talks like a little baby girl kinda. I don't know. She's just a fucking annoying. I can't stand Mia. And
She's
look, and I don't like Jazelle either. She made Jazelle have a point. Now I'm really mad at Mia.
You know, it's like, oh shit. I know, because I'm like, Jazelle, I don't want to like you, bitch. I don't want to like you at all. Robin
Right?
being opened up a whole other like opportunities, but I'm like, no, she fucked up Chris. Like I have to remember what she did to Candace on her own. Like,
Yeah.
I will not see. I'm Jersey, so I don't forget shit like that. I know it's kind of petty here and there. It's a little bit. But there's little things I just don't forget about, and like I will never forgive Jazelle if I were Candace. I could not, and I'm looking at Jazelle fucked up all the time over it because it was a fuck that she kept going, and just because it's over now, it's like I don't forget. So it's like hard for me to like just, but I'm okay with these bitches being fake, so we can get through a season.
Right.
You know what I mean? But
I agree. I agree. I feel like they gave her a opportunity for a redemption arc after
Yep.
the trash that she did towards Candace and Chris last year.
Yep.
And
Yep.
now they're doing this huge redemption arc where she's a businesswoman again and she's dating again. And her and Ashley
DNA.
and her, you know what I mean? And I'm just like, I'm bored with it because you didn't address her root problem is she's a mean girl, she's evil, she
Yeah.
and yeah.
Was it? And it wasn't right. I want to think too, like now, right? So we have these women who write all these franchises. They have a lot of shit going on in their own lives, but these fucking showrunners want to focus on fighting each other. That we're not
Yeah.
getting into their real lives. I'm so
We don't
tired
get
of forcing
nothing.
them to hang out, and they don't have to hang out to get content and get fucking production to get content. Why aren't we watching them at home? Like it's always them all together, and they're always fighting each other. When and they have their own drama going on that we could just get into. You know what I mean? What the fuck's up with Jazelle? She's home by herself. She's up with, you know what I mean? What's up with
Home
her?
by herself. She don't
You
have near no rhythm.
gotta
Home
see
by
Mia.
herself. She still can't dress.
Mia's like,
Luckily
oh,
somebody can do her hair. But what does she have going on? What does Jazelle have going on?
guess what? I heard this. Right, I always say Giselle's house looks like the MTV's Super Sweet 16. That reminds me of that's what it looks like. And they did literally, I heard that the freaking production of somebody else had the same MTV Super Sweet 16. It was, I forget the intro and the extra one. That felt like that whole like crystally sound. They freaking did it on Potomac, and I literally swear I say all the time. Her house looks like Super Sweet 16 inside of it with the puffy. She's got like, I'm telling you, fur stuff that's white, and she's got like bedazzled everything.
She doesn't have any taste. She doesn't. Yeah,
it's a shame because even if she had a stylist, something about she doesn't like to wear her clothes for tall people, and so I think even when they try to dress her, she doesn't take the hit. Like I don't like her pants are always too short. She's a tall woman.
Yes.
She
Like she doesn't pull them up all the way, and then the top. I'm like, is she shopping in Ashley's closet?
Exactly. I'm like, but you have, and I know she hired a stylist because we were making fun of her. Which of course you should probably get one by year 7. Making 900,000 a year, you should probably have a stylist if we've been making fun of you the whole time. Again, I don't like any franchise's outfits. I feel like I don't know what's wrong with me, but I don't rock with anybody's, like maybe Jersey a little bit, but I can't see anybody's outfits that I would like. But I also don't know how to dress probably either. So like I try to really like look at some of the things that Ashley wears I would wear. But Jazelle, I'm like Jazelle, and like GNA should be something for like really tall women and really short women, right? Have it for both. Because we have Giselle who's really tall, probably has a hard time finding workout clothes, hard time, and then and then the other one being so short, and then do something like that. Like they need a schlick or like a something with this GNA because it's like feel like it's fading, and it's going to be a nothing burger. Like what are they doing? Health and wellness or clothes or is it like another?
What is it even? They keep talking about it's a rebrand, is a wellness thing, but
already,
we haven't seen nothing yet though, and I don't want to go look it up.
She ain't shit by Sheree again. I feel like we're gonna have a whole other shit by Sheree situation.
Some white label Sheen clothes, great.
What does that mean? Oh yeah. Well, you know what? We're gonna have to see it for years either. We're gonna be like, oh, she by Sheree. It took 5 fucking years to even get anything, and then
Can I say something now?
Lose your label on other things. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Like I buy Shein and Temu all the time now, but like I also I know that it's Shein. I know that it's actually Shein, and I know I'm paying. I'm not going to go and buy Alibaba from Whitney for $78. You know what I mean?
Right.
I know I'm getting Alibaba when I go to Alibaba, so I'm not trusting anybody at this point. I'm not going to buy anything Jazelle, but after what Whitney did and realizing that like how people will pay $700 for something because it says Whitney Rose on it that cost $1.25, and it is worth only $1.25. Like that stuff that you get from them places is cheap.
Yeah.
So I don't see Jazelle and Ashley spending money. They don't have money. Really, it doesn't seem like it. Ashley seems like she's broke with Michael and shit. I don't see them putting money out into this brand. Watch it not go anywhere. Like that would make me mad that
Ashley is so broke.
She's really going to lose with Michael. Michael's not going to fucking sell. Michael's not going to give her money. He's not stupid.
And Ashley's not even thinking about her future going from Michael to Josh. She needs to think about somebody who can take care of his kids.
Maybe Josh has
Look at
money.
checking on these kids. That's what she needs. She's going for this cute guy right now, but yeah,
No.
okay.
Do you think
Okay, yeah.
he's cute and all, but like maybe he's got money. Maybe she's looking for, I don't know. I just feel like I like him just like I liked Michael. Well, I don't think you ever liked Michael, actually. She's like, I'm like, I used to love Michael in the beginning. I didn't think she liked Michael in the beginning. So it's not really telling me much to say that you feel like you did when you first met Michael with Josh.
Right.
You tell me you wanted to fuck Michael when you seen him. You wanted to grab him. You don't want to
That's
just
disgusting.
come on.
If that was her type, then I don't know who did what to her when she was coming of age for that to be a type. But ooh, he would look Gollum from day one to me.
I know. He's not somebody I look at and go, oh, I want to fuck him. Like, I don't know. She's like, I left Josh something to remind me. And I'm like, oh,
Yeah, I don't
like,
get a lady boner from Michael Darby.
not at all. I mean, Josh is okay. He reminds me of the red-haired comic guy.
Josh is cute. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a cutie. But I like when like like lighter girl, like Mexican girls go for like redheaded, like ginger babies, like ginger guys. I think it's adorable. Like I love it. It reminds me of like Michael Rappaport and his wife. And there's another couple that reminds me too. I like that. I think it's cute. And I think that, but I don't like Ashley, but I don't know. I think Josh might be an okay guy. I hope he has a little bit of money because I feel like she's not going to get shit from Michael. And I don't know why these housewives, I guess they don't know how to handle their money from the housewife show because they always seem like they're broke and they don't have jobs, but they really do have jobs. And year 5, they're making 100 at least. That's a lot of fucking money. It is a lot of money. 500,000 and it was to make $1 million, some of them. And then I'm sorry, why are you broke? I don't understand. Like people live off so much less. But like I'm saying, we don't get to get into the other women's lives because we're too busy putting these women on places they don't want to be together. Let's see families. Let's see some family content. I don't want to see them.
Love it.
And then all the guys are like, do you know who that guy is? Do you know that the guys are like, who's that? Who's that girl? Asking Jassy, what's going on? That's Jacqueline. That's Mia's friend. It's like, they're probably like, what the fuck are you doing? What are we doing, Jass? So get me out of this shit. You know what I mean? Let's see what's going on at home. I want to know with Stacey's husband living with her husband. We have no idea what Stacey's house looks like, right?
Right. Like right. Well, we saw it that one time when her bunion was on the counter. That was Stacey's house where Ashley put her bunion on the counter.
Oh, okay. But that was, yeah. And didn't we see her husband for like a minute or something?
I don't know if he wants to be filmed because he's blurred out in the pictures. I don't know if he.
Okay. Why did I think we saw him? See, that's crazy. Maybe he did. All right. So we can't probably film at her house because it doesn't seem like he wants the kids or him on the camera. Right?
Yeah.
They have.
Well,
right?
I like Stacey and I hope that she gets more than what the other lady got. Now, okay, so we are on Potomac. You know what I just found out?
Yeah. Yes.
Here on Potomac. Remember Monique Samuels used to be on Potomac?
Yeah.
And then she divorced Chris.
Yeah.
She didn't get nothing, you guys. She had a prenup. She don't get child support. She don't get alimony. She don't get nothing.
5 kids, they don't get child support? She'll get child support.
Yes. Her prenup, because she said she was trying to prove to Chris Samuels that she, was there for him and that it wasn't about the money. So she came up with an idea where instead of get alimony or anything like that, she would get the equivalent to what she would have been earning out in the real world because she wasn't going to be working anymore. And so he was supposed to bank that for her. So like, let's say she was making $100,000 a year. He was supposed to take the $100,000, put it in an account for her and let it season her year of marriage. So let's say they were married for 7 years. So she ended up with a lump sum walk away of $700,000. Period. That's it. One-time payment. No child support. No nothing, you guys.
And now, I can't. All right. I hope she walked away with at least with the videotapes from the basement that they hid from Michael Darby. At least have that.
Right. Then she could have made a little extra money on the side over there. But yeah, she said she didn't want it. And and then she was supposed to get a raise. Like it was supposed to go up incrementally, like how if you were working at a real job, it's supposed to go up. But when it came time to go up, she said she wanted to prove to him again that it wasn't about the money. So she let it stay the same, whatever the number was for the whole marriage, you guys.
Mhm. And what is he? I mean, he doesn't even have a job.
Wow.
It's retirement, right? Is it, I guess retired.
Right. He has his football retirement
Fixed
stuff.
income, I guess he's on a fixed income. I think maybe, right? Oh my god, see, that's crazy. But then why? I don't get it. Like, it wasn't. And at this point, look, I don't think there's anything wrong with getting a prenup at all.
Yeah.
So even I'm not saying, doesn't mean you're going to get a divorce. It just means that like you should be able to say what you should get, what you think I should get, and what you think you should get. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just, I feel like there's nothing wrong with getting one, and I feel like at this point, like, we see so much shit, we know better. Like, we know prenups are a very good idea because we talk about these housewives constantly that don't have prenups. Some do, and even like look at the prenup Ashley had. She thought,
oh my gosh, yeah,
she was going to make money. Mr. Make It Make Sense is here. Everybody, please follow Mims. He's giving 200K, and
Monique did an interview the other day, Mims, where she was talking about her divorce settlement, and her prenup didn't allow child support or alimony. It only allowed for her to get the equivalent to a yearly salary for X number of years, and she got it as a lump sum.
And it's only 700, right?
Yeah, it was like she said it was enough to buy the house that she has so that her kids still have a house.
All right. Does she have any, what's she doing? I don't know. I mean, is she doing anything? I don't know. I don't like clocking people's money, but I feel like 700,000 is going to go really fast. And
it's already gone. She said she used all of the settlement to pay cash for the house that she has. Like, she used it all.
And does she do anything else? Is she not working, right?
Well, she had a radio show that ended. Remember, she was doing the radio hostess, that over. And so now she still has her essential oils, Mila Eve.
Oh, okay. That's right. She was doing that in the beginning. So what was I going to ask you about? I did not realize. Okay, so Phaedra's back on Married to Medicine.
Phaedra.
Oh my god! I just started listening to some of the recaps, and I was like, oh my god, I didn't know that she came back. Why? And she's not getting along with anyone?
No. So
I'm switching I'm interested.
Married to Medicine, you mean?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm just like, I know because I don't watch it, but I started really into listening to the recap. I'm like, oh my god, this sounds fucking good.
Yeah. Well, so she came back to Married to Medicine, and then she got Traitors while she was on Married to Medicine, and then she got Dancing with the Stars, and now she's everybody's Bravo celebrity of the day, joie de vivre, and now she was back to Real Housewives of Atlanta. And Dr. Heavenly said that she said that she ran those boys and used them and got what she wanted, which was to be back on Real Housewives of Atlanta.
So she's on both?
Yeah, so she's currently filming Atlanta, and
okay.
And I think she still has to do they haven't done the reunion for Married to Medicine yet, so she is on 2 shows simultaneously. Crazy. On Bravo. So she goes from being a liar on producers, a liar on the rest of her cast,
right?
A liar making up horrible accusations about wanting to run a train after you grape the girl and give her the DRUGS's and all that. And then they excommunicate her for how many years? Like 5 years. And now she's the belle of the ball again and didn't even have to repair or address all the stuff that she did. Leave it to Bravo.
Mims.
What's up?
What's
I
up?
don't like Phaedra either.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
Phaedra.
I'm wondering what the hell's going on, how she's back again. But wow.
Bravo's desperate.
I can't stand her.
Bravo's desperate. And when those ATL ratings come in low, I think they're going to scrap the series or do a recast.
Or do a long hiatus like they do before they try to make us swallow another cast.
Well, they had already gone on that hiatus. So we haven't technically gotten them over like a year, right?
It has been a year. I forgot.
But
well, I didn't watch the last year, so I don't know.
Aren't they getting about the Era season that they already filmed? And then are they filming? Like I feel like we're due to see an airing of a show of a season. But how are they just filming now? So I feel like they've been filming for a long time now. Because weren't they filming Portia and everything? Like,
they had a short season after what happened with Kenya, and they had to
Okay,
scramble, brought Phaedra back, and then they only did, I think, they shot like 2 weeks after the Kenya event, and that was the whole season.
No
gotcha.
way.
Wow.
Hmm.
Know what that
Because
sounds?
Kenya's lying, saying that she gets to come back and that she's gonna be.
She's still gonna be through the season. They couldn't take her out, but then after that event, that's the last time she filmed.
Oh, okay.
She's going,
I can
right?
give you a little inside information.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
So Drew's sister was supposed to have like a larger role, and the producers blocked her.
Why? Because she's boring.
No, Drew's sister, the one that was gonna fight Stacy last season.
Juice.
I didn't watch, so no, I don't know.
Whoa,
Drew's
whoa, whoa,
sister
whoa.
was gonna fight one of the cast members at the reunion.
Oh,
Oh no, I might have to go rewatch because I did not. I haven't RHOA'd last season or the season before.
It's
let's see.
boring. I'm sorry.
Kenya
It's
lost
like
me after Bolo. After that,
she did what?
after the Bolo thing, after how she spilled everything that happened at the Bolo, the shower, the wedding, the guy with the big penis, the Bolo. Is that what they call him, Bolo? Whenever they
Yeah.
had,
Yeah,
they did with, I guess it was Sheree's shower or something, and they had the guy with the big penis, the stripper guy.
Cynthia.
Everything was blocked out. Bravo cameras were not there, but we somehow got a little bit of a peek of what was going on. And they even had like taped mirrors or taped windows. And then she comes out the next morning and she reveals whose ass was whose penis was doing what, and like basically throwing everybody under the bus. And it's like I just couldn't fuck with her after that because I don't. Who are you to tell everybody who's sucking whose penis when it wasn't even on camera?
She was
Like,
jealous.
but it
She
was like
was so jealous. Remember, she was lying on the floor at the Bolo party and nobody was paying attention to her butt when she had her legs all up in the air. And then, but when Portia got up, the guy was looking at Portia and the guys were paying her dust. That's why she was mad at Portia.
I think she was mad at Portia because she actually did have a girl crush on Latoya, and Latoya was making out with Portia. But then after Latoya tasted Portia's
ugh,
baby door, she threw up. Remember?
uh,
Oh, gross.
I don't even. Is that what she said?
No, she was making out with her on camera, and then she did a little something. The next thing we knew, she threw up, and then she went and kissed Portia
Gross.
again. You don't
Gross.
remember that? She was like, "One of you bitches is eating me tonight."
Oh, see,
I remember that. I remember them saying that. I don't remember vomit involved.
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
that's gross.
That is very gross.
I see.
And
I
So
thought,
what do you
Tanya,
think? Do you think, Mims, do you think who has a point, Jazelle or Mia?
I don't really like calling kids whores.
yeah,
That's a bit much, especially coming from Mia, who was a sex
Right?
worker.
yeah.
Oh my,
But I don't like Giselle. So,
me neither.
and
It's
if
like, damn
Giselle can
it.
come up with a plot to try to say that Monique's infant child is not really the father's, then your children aren't off limits either.
That's true.
And I know what, and like I do feel like Giselle's kids are amazing kids too, though. Like I feel like they are great kids, and like what Mia was trying to do is not, two things can be true. They can have be really good kids, and have portray as a good, nice family, and they also could have issues with having sneaking boys in. I snuck boys in too. So I just didn't think it was such a reach for me to even go there with that because it's not the same thing. It's not the same thing as bringing up saying, "Oh, you act like Gordon and you were great," but then he's fighting you this day, and then you're like, again, two things can be true. Gordon is bipolar, allegedly. 1 minute everything's going to be great, and the next thing it's not. Next minute it's not. So maybe she just wants to post the things that are great. Both of them, I think, is just ridiculous. It was a reach for both of them to go there, and now it's out. Now it's like the genie's out of the bottle, and it's like you're gross, Mia. Like that was it was just gross. Like her daughters, I think that Jazelle and Pastor Holy Whore have raised amazing daughters.
Yeah.
Like for what
They seem grounded,
yes,
considering their dad is an asshole.
and the mom.
Yeah.
And I don't. I mean, I think she might be a great mom at home. I don't know, but she seems like she is really involved with her kids, and they seem like they really appreciate and love their parents. And like I have, sorry, Dad, but my parents were really fucked up growing up. But like we turned out all right. But I mean, I do think that a lot of the Bravo kids I think are grounded, but for being on celebrity kids or reality TV kids, a lot of them I think have done really well. But Yes.
I don't
But
like what I've been noticing this. Cynthia's daughter, influencer. They tried to make Kim's daughters influencers. Nini's son was gonna be comedian. Like, I don't understand these people who have all the money in the world. You drive around in Rolls Royces and you don't tell your children they need to go to school. Everybody's not built to be a star like that.
yeah.
And for
And
Noelle to be an influencer, she's pretty dry.
But she's
And
also
I
in
just
school. Isn't she in school in New York though?
no, she dropped out of
She dropped
school.
out?
Moved.
I thought
She no, she dropped out of school.
Lord
Moved
have
to
mercy.
LA. And is trying to be an influencer. She had an apartment or whatever, and Cynthia bought her like a Mercedes. So she just used to show people, riding around getting coffee and stuff like that. And then now she's living with Cynthia's ex-husband,
oh,
Oh my
Peter or
gosh.
Michael? Mike or Peter?
Well, it's not Peter. He's on
Mike.
his way to sleep.
Oh, Peter's going to
It's
jail.
Mike.
Oh, wow. Wow. Dustin, there's two of you.
Peter
He's going to
is
prison,
going
right?
to the jail. Yep. Tax evasion.
So is his restaurants not open any longer? Like Bar None and all, that's all closed? Is he going, like, is that, I mean,
Yeah, I think everything closed shop, but he wasn't paying his employees. He wasn't
wow.
paying
Right.
them, and it was like really bad because these people would like work, and he would have like they would be 2 weeks in the hole.
Mm.
Right.
So they would basically be like working for free. And then he didn't even have a liquor license. So he was going to the liquor store and buying liquor
Is that legal?
outright. No,
Oh, I was going to say, it's
That
illegal.
is so illegal.
Oh,
it was
wow.
illegal.
What the fuck is he doing? Wow. That's
He's a
what I don't get.
scammer. He was a scammer from the very beginning.
He's got fucking eyes on him. That's ridiculous. That's what I don't get. The psychology behind these stars that commit crimes while you know you have eyes on you is
Yeah,
fucking
like there's
bananas.
full camera, sir.
What's the fucking psychology behind it? But that's bananas. I was a criminal and we sure as fuck hid from. You didn't know you could not. You know what I mean? There's no way. Like you would never catch us out there. I don't get it. Like I don't understand. Like you deserve to be fucking caught. He's
He was
crazy.
scamming Cynthia, cheating on Cynthia. She had to take him to court like a couple of years ago.
Remember that? I know what the mother and the sister didn't have the marriage license. Like, and I was
I
mad
know,
at them.
and I was mad at the mom and sister when that happened.
I was too. But now they're like they knew, man. See,
I don't
Cynthia.
like. I really wish I could help like some of these housewives, like help them with like marketing and branding. Cynthia should have from the very beginning done like some moo line of clothing that went into
Oh.
like Kohl's or wigs, like
Or her
cheap wigs.
glasses. She had the glasses. She had the backpacks. She could
Yes,
have had
but
the moo She could have had a whole line.
take out the backpacks. Nobody's paying $800 for a genuine leather Cynthia Bailey backpack. That was just not
That was
smart.
stupid.
Then the glasses were like $300. Why would you be buying Cynthia Bailey eyewear for 300 when you could get Gucci for 300?
That's true.
That's
That's
true.
They think that they can do these price points when it's like everybody's not going to be Louis Vuitton. More people are going to sell for Fashion Nova than Louis Vuitton. But all of
Yeah.
these housewives go and they invest in this stupid stuff.
like Sheen by Sheree. Sheen by Sheree.
She was
What is
known
it?
for her wigs, so you should have done a cheap wig line. Been right next to
Right.
Vivica Fox in the
Right next,
in the
because
beauty
Vivica
supply.
has some. She has some great wigs, you guys.
But I also wasn't going to pay $700 for the Secret Wives of Mormon Wives put their they have all their like extension lines. And Erica too. I pay $120 for my extensions, right? And I buy them pretty often, and I get them from Amazon. But when Erica Jane puts her name on them and wants to charge $700, it's absolutely ridiculous.
She's
Like there's no
crazy.
way.
Are people buying those?
She
I
can't
don't.
even afford that.
Yeah, I don't think she even. I don't think it launched. I don't think it stayed long. It didn't last long because she got called out for it. Same thing with Whitney Rose. You're buying Alibaba, Shein, Temu, basically jewelry, and then saying it's infused with crystalline energy and selling it for like $700. And we find out, like, of course, it's probably from. I didn't know about Alibaba, but it's like Shein jewelry, and I don't
So
like.
she's pulling a Asa. Remember that lady Asa who used to meditate with the diamond water?
Oh my God, from Reza's friend or from
Yeah.
She was
shop.
so
And then
weird.
because I bought that diamond water, it was like $8 for a bottle at like Ross one time, and I went ahead and got it. and
I
it didn't
might.
It was
taste as slimy.
$2 for me at Ross.
Was it? Oh, like was it Ross? I remember at Christmas time. If you at Christmas time go to Ross and Marshalls, you'll see all the housewives stuff. Like,
Blackwater was there too.
oh my god!
The
And then
black water. I tried to drink it. I did not like it.
you
I
guys
want
better
my
start
water
listening.
clear.
We're all getting
I
sprinkle
just,
cookies, by the way, for Christmas. So start
oh,
looking
I
into
I
that.
want
saw
sprinkle. I
some
want to try her sprinkle
yesterday.
cookies so bad. Where are they?
Oh, listen, what the fuck? There are 8 of them. She only puts 8 of them in there.
Melissa has a sprinkle cookie line.
Yes, yes, she does.
Yeah,
She
she
just
does.
and listen, the sprinkle cookies were from Sally's ShopRite to begin with. So I don't know what I'm trying to find what bakery she used to do this, but they look just like the ones we make at home. There's Christmas sprinkle cookies, but there's only
Yeah,
8. There are only 8 little things in a box for like $30. So I don't know.
$30.
Yes, and wait, if you see them, they're actual. They're the ones that I
That's
make.
crumble cookie prices.
Let
You
me
guys
just
have
show you.
crumble cookie out there? You
We
have
have.
crumble cookie on the East Coast?
I'm just going to get them from ShopRite and send you the spring. She got them from Sally's ShopRite, the original ones from that scene. So I don't know why we have a bakery now sprinkle cookie from Melissa. I don't know if she made them at home. I don't know what she did. I tried to ask where it came from because
I
she just.
appreciate Stacy and her being strong around these women. I feel like she's
Oh yeah,
not letting them lead her down the wrong moral path. And then plus she's taking a good look around her. She's like, these are not anybody I need to take advice from.
that's true.
They're all single and manless.
She has very good perception of what she's going on, like all these women's actual intentions. I can't. I'm
With
So
trying.
like outside of Bethany, who is successful with something that they branded for themselves?
7-wick candle, no. 5-wick candle, no. You know what? Candy.
Lisa Vanderpump. Lisa
And so
Vanderpump. She has
here's
her
Hers aren't.
whole,
here's the 8s
Okay,
for.
so Vanderpump. But you know
yeah,
what the difference was? Vanderpump had already owned like 50 clubs
that's true.
in London, so she was already a business person. I'm just thinking about like $30 for sugar cookies, $700 for extensions,
Yeah.
$800 for backpacks.
You can tell who didn't go to college.
Also, when the women aren't on the show anymore, their influence isn't there. Like I don't like the daughters want to be influencers, but once your mom's off the show, your influence is basically gone. Who are you after that?
Yeah, who are you?
Like
Well,
Gia quit, like didn't go to law school because she's working on her influencer side. Your mom's a loser. How are you going to influence anybody?
Right.
Like,
Nobody, right.
your mom needs to clean her shit up, and then you can be an influencer, Gia. Nobody believes that you 4 of you went to your maid in Manhattan. So now we have a TV show coming out with Kim's daughter. Only ones that actually were in Manhattan was Candy's 2 daughters, or Candy's daughter and Todd's daughter, making it in Manhattan. But you're throwing, and Brooks Marks.
wait, hold on. I
Yeah,
love some of these kids. I think that great in spite of their parents, but Brooks, Kim's daughter, Riley, that show is not going to be successful.
no, and Gia.
Do you like? I don't think it's. No offense to them, I just don't think it's going to be
It's not believable. We know
successful.
you didn't move to Manhattan to go work in Manhattan. We know you didn't do that. Only Candy's daughters have, and they didn't even want Gia or what's Kim's daughter's name? I always forget.
Riel.
Brielle. They want to. Kim probably stole those checks. By the way, they got paid, and I'm sure Kim stole the check from her. Like, didn't you put your daughter on the show? Probably pimped her out. We need money. We need money because nobody likes Brielle. Nobody wanted her on the show. No offense. She didn't do shit with her life. I feel bad. Like she could have. They had so much money and they had so much success and so much influence. They could have made more with their lives, like done more with their lives. End up on this maid in Manhattan that nobody's going to believe. Unfortunately, I'm sorry to say, but we're looking Gia sideways. But you should be in law school. What are you doing? She's really
I'm
smart.
just shocked that Nini's son didn't go to school. Like, what
Yeah.
do you mean he's going to go on the road with you and be a comedian?
Was he funny? Or, I mean, I don't know. A comedian's hard.
That is very hard.
This number's been stuck at 6. Oh, there
I
it
didn't
goes.
know. So King Brent wants to be a comedian? Or the other one, the older son or the younger one? Because King Brent, he's recovering from CHF.
Is he?
Can
He
you
had the
hear me?
CHF. Yeah,
And
we
now,
can hear you now.
we drive.
Okay. Yeah, I'm driving.
Okay.
Well,
Download.
okay, so when Nene had her comedic thing, like if she was touring, remember where she told that
Uh-huh.
woman who was heckling her that she hopes that she gets
She
R-worded?
got raped.
And then,
Yeah, like she was raped. Yeah.
Ooh.
okay, so around that time, Brent was gonna be a comedian. Then it was like, okay, well, we're gonna have Brent manage the Lanithia Lounge with no like business acumen, nothing. Lisa Vanderpump had her son working as a busboy. Work your way up to everything so that you can eventually own one of these restaurants. Nene just made him a manager. He didn't know how to manage anything like that.
Yeah.
Didn't go to school or anything. And I don't understand when you're so focused on I'm eating a $3,000 meal from Neiman Marcus and I'm in a Range Rover, and you don't push your children to like do better. You have all the means in the world for them to like go to the best schools and
They don't set them up.
connections.
No sustainability. They don't set them up for sustainability at all. Like what they're
Right.
doing is not sustainable. You know, like Mims is right. They should. There's a lot they could be doing to ensure that the influence you have now can be a little bit fun for now, but once this is over, you have something to like literally fall back on. Like I'm really disappointed in Jay. I know I keep bringing Jay up. I'm really disappointed in Jay for
Yeah,
following.
she was like in school. And then I saw her on TikTok 2 days ago with Juicy Joe and the other girl, and they were going to be cooking on TikTok. And I'm like, that's not law school.
No, she's working on her influencer side. She says because Louis fucking put that in her head. It's weird. It's just strange. It's just I don't know. I know you would think too by now. How long the Housewives been on since 2008? There's a lot of stories you could like look back and go, oh, I'm not going to do it that way. My kids are gonna. I'm going to make sure my kids go to school. I'm going to use this money for something. I'm going to like, or at least push them in the right direction where it's like it's a sustainable life after this. Because
Yeah.
Kim,
Well, okay, so we could give it to Jazelle on that tip then, because all her
yeah,
daughters are college
exactly.
bound.
That's a
Bam.
good example of somebody that raised their kids right, have an influence, and they have the money and the influence,
Mhm.
and being on reality TV, growing up on it. That's a good example that they're good.
That's
Yeah,
good. Yeah.
like nobody's going to believe these kids went to Manhattan. Like this is not a story that we're like, oh, let's see if they can make it. Oh, like let's root for them. No, because you're going back home after that. You're not staying there. It's just weird, and I don't even know when it's going to air. But it's the influence of Jersey's gone too. So it's
Right.
like, hey, who are you now? Sorry. I don't mean to asshole, but like, your mom left on a really bad note, and the show's probably over.
And got voted off of Villains for being the house mom.
I still have to watch it. Everybody keeps telling me you have to see it. You have to see it, Teresa. You have to see it. You're gonna love it. Hey, how you doing,
Yeah.
Mims? For the other night, I appreciate that. I appreciate all your advice, Mims. Mims. I don't think he can hear me, or unless he can. If he can hear me, I do appreciate all your advice. I was very honored. I'm honored to have.
Everybody should watch Villains.
Yes.
That it's even better than last season. Last season was pretty good to me, but this season, man, it's so good. I love it. You guys, I watched this crazy movie this weekend called The Substance. Have you heard of it?
No.
With Demi Moore.
No.
And it was a Cannes Film Festival winner in 24. You guys go try to find it. Was so bizarre.
Watch Blink twice. I've been trying to watch it, Lord. I need you.
Oh, yeah, we're supposed to do that. Listen, hey, look.
If I have Amazon, if I pay for my Amazon Prime, like my delivery Amazon, is that the same thing?
Yeah, but if it comes up on your menu, then yeah, but it's not on mine. Is it on yours?
No, I keep trying. I don't know. I go into it and then it's fucking not there. I go into my Amazon and I'm
Let me
like,
see where it is this week.
it's all weird. I really want to watch it though.
So, it's free on Sling TV.
Really? I don't have. Do I have
It's free on Sling. Is that with commercials? Because we need to go to a Zoom room and watch this.
I know that, and you have to watch Black Mirror. You have to watch the episode. I sometimes I'm sitting there, I'm like, I'm going to send her this episode just out of the blue because maybe you're just bored and you don't have it. You forgot to watch it, but I need to talk about Black Mirror. I'm like dying for 2025 to get here for them to release new episodes, new seasons of it. Lord, I don't get addicted to like any scripted TV at all, and I am like obsessed with this freaking show. It's so my vibe. It's so my vibe, and I just feel like I just want to talk about it, but I don't know who's watched it. It was on. It's been out for a while. I never knew about it.
Yeah, well, I went to go into it, and it wants me to buy the episodes or rent them or something.
No.
Yeah, they're not available on mine.
Oh, I'm sending you my Netflix thing then. You're going to have to get my Netflix password so you can get into it. Because I know you'll understand. We're on the most benevolent timeline possible.
Yes.
Do you leave my camera off or on, Krista?
I don't, as long as you're, where you at? You can turn it on. No, it was giving me dizzy when you were all moving around. I was getting dizzy. I couldn't pay
I'm sorry
attention.
about that.
It's okay. No, I do it too, but I didn't want to I was just getting a little dizzy. That's all.
Okay, I didn't know what was going on, so I didn't ask me if you wanted to
Yeah,
know.
I listen. I agree with what, like, I don't believe in buying things just because the name's on it. I really makes me upset to think about, like, I can't believe that I bought this Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. I can't believe I paid $300 for her extensions. And when I got them, they're just like the ones I get anyway. They're just as good. And I haven't worn them yet because I'm afraid to wear them. Like, I'm going to try to.
Did you see the news about the talk show, the talk?
The talk.
It got canceled?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I thought it was already. The talk, the view, the talk. The
Yeah,
talk was. Oh, the real. The real was canceled. So the talk's canceled now too.
Yeah. The last one, the final episode. The final episode was on December 20th.
The View needs to go too.
That ain't gonna happen.
Fucking it should. I'm sorry. I'm so disgusted by them. The way that they just, I don't know. Anyway, the way they treat their guests, I can't deal anymore. It's like a cult. The View's like a cult. They want you to literally, it's a cult there. They want you to agree with everything that freaking they say. Everything. It doesn't matter. You have to agree with everything they say. And I don't know, like, the talk gets canceled, the real gets canceled, but the View gets to stay. I don't know, whatever it is. But
yeah, why does the View get to stay?
I don't know.
Old ninnies.
But I'm having a holiday live at 3. Well, it's 3 now. I'm gonna have to make it 3:50.
You're having a holiday live today?
Yeah, I was gonna do it at 3, but I'm gonna make it for 4 since we're still on here, and it gives me an hour. I have all these pictures from like years of growing up, like in the 80s. A Christmas morning, how freaking crazy me and my brothers and sisters look. Like, there's ones of my hair is all teased to here. There's one I have an IOU shirt. One of them I'm like, it's New Kids on the Block year when that was all popular. I'm holding up the calendar. I'm all happy, and it looks so silly. Yeah. But I got to upload one to here because I'll show you guys.
Well, I will definitely come back.
Yeah, I just wanted to like have a get together kind of. I didn't really. I was like, I want to do a highlight, but I don't know what to do. But I'm like, maybe we'll just like get together and talk about some things. I don't know. Meet like what's everybody doing this week, or how's everybody feeling? Anybody need to talk about anything, or I don't know, play some Christmas music. I don't know.
Right on. That'll be nice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a vision board party on my channel again. It's
Are you doing one?
It's gonna be my 4th one. I have one. Well, no, did I not do it last year because my dad died? I think I didn't do it last year.
When are you doing it?
I'm gonna do it on actually the 31st.
Okay.
For like an hour. Like during the afternoon before everybody's getting ready. And then we'll be able to hit the ground. And we're going to do a digital one. So it's going to be super easy. You can use your Canva to make a digital one, or they have these little apps. And then you can have it on your phone for a screensaver.
Oh my God, we're doing it. I'm doing it with you. I missed
We'll do it simultaneously. Let's do it simultaneously together on our channels.
Especially since now we know that the universe listens to us. Like it actually,
exactly.
We're like more alive, aware, and awake now. So now it like makes sense to make a vision board to me. Like, but when I was younger, I'm like, that doesn't make sense. That's not gonna work. Yeah, the View does. I'm telling you. I don't know if you guys watch it, but I have a hard time. I watch the clips from other channels that talk about the View and the shit that goes on, and just what I see, I just can't even.
I can't watch it.
Oh man. Well, the last time I saw Charlemagne, the God was on there, and it was not a good scene. I'm surprised he didn't walk the fuck off, to be honest. But it's just like
I said I don't watch it.
Oh,
they just have a hard time seeing Camel Toe for what she is and the Biden crime fighters, what they are. They just refuse to see it. They think that the other one's a tyrant, when really the tyrant is the one who's in office now. Can't. And they just.
Oh my gosh, this dude in the office right now. Man, why does man?
I hope we make it the next 6 weeks. Honestly, he wants us to do
Sleepy Joe to go. It's time for Sleepy Joe to go.
Yeah, right. Let's put him into World War III. He wants to do the worst thing he can do.
He's trying to really get something started before he gets out of here.
He don't give
He's
a fuck.
being impeached. Everybody knows there's like impeachment hearings against Sleepy Joe right now. You know that, right?
You know what? He's trying to he's trying to ruin
Yeah,
that.
no, they're trying to impeach him ever since the like 2 days after the election.
And they
He's been
found
in
out.
impeachment hearings because of $27 million that him and Jill got and weren't supposed to be getting, and they got it. And then he messed around after it, and then it had something to do with the UCROT. And then after all of that, he's still on trial for that. While he's being on trial to get impeached, he pardons old boy, the crack smoker, whatever.
Oh my God, that too. That too. I couldn't believe. I'm like, guys, do you not see? That was the biggest thing. They were arguing about that. How do you not understand that he fucking lied about that? Lied about he was not going to pardon his son, and he did it anyway because he don't give a fuck about
He doesn't.
people and about our country, and everybody that still defends him and her is absolutely are like blind. I don't get it. You don't have to like the other one, but you sure as fuck can admit that like he didn't give a shit about the drones, the situation. He didn't care if we were scared. He didn't care about shit.
He doesn't care.
Worry about them. Just shoot them down.
And he doesn't care that Americans are having a very hard Christmas this year and still giving all of our tax-paying dollars to go fund war someplace else.
I like to know where the $47 trillion they lost last year went.
He doesn't care.
The truth, huh?
I said he doesn't care what for struggling.
They spent trillions of dollars hiding the truth for 100 years, just to hide the truth, when they could have rolled it out a long time. I mean, look, it's coming now, so I'm happy about that. But it's just, in the meantime, I hope we make it to January 20th. I really do, because I feel like he's trying to do everything
January
he can
20th.
Ruin us, or whenever Trump gets in the office.
You said January 23rd. January 20th.
I think we need it before that. I think he needs to get him out of office now. And I think the Biden crime family needs to go, and Trump's cabinet come in, or whatever it's called. I think that we can have Elon as a co-president. I'm not mad about it. I just feel like it's going to be a different time. I think politics are going. I think that it's going to be normal people that care about money, that are business, or people that we actually trust, an election that we trust. Maybe not even have it. I think maybe we should just keep this a president like longer than 4 years. Like, just if he's doing good, why get rid of him?
I'm glad you're trusting, but I don't trust you.
Oh no, I don't trust 45. Nah.
You don't trust.
But the only good thing about 45 is that I remember when he was 45.
Yeah.
He was 45. And they said that out of the time that he spent as 45, he only actually worked like 400 days, and he was doing golf and other stuff the rest of the time. So I'm kind of hoping that's the same schedule this time, where he won't be there to really muck it up as bad as he could muck it up.
See, I don't think he's going. I don't think he's going to.
It's already. You can't get rid of the Department of Education without a plan. It's already mucked up. Just based off of what he said. How are you going to get rid of the whole Department of Education without an alternative, sir?
Isn't he? Is he rebuilding it or something, or rebuilding the?
He don't have no plan. He just wants it gone.
Yeah, I didn't hear about that part. I don't know. I was having a hard time when the election, trying to figure out which, because of course I look at it from a spiritual part of a spiritual.
Well, I look at it as me not doing my.
I do look at, but I did. I had to after that.
I mean, let me finish now.
What?
Since you said that, since you started this topic, I'm gonna end the topic. I have to look at it as a situation for my health, because 2025. If he comes in there and he gets rid of my medication, then I will not be in a good situation.
If he gets rid of your medication, or if he got rid of the IHSS, the supportive services for people, all those kinds of things that help regular schmegular people, he wants to attack. He only wants billionaires getting help. He already has the tax plan out, where if you make $20,000 a year or whatever, you can expect $1,000 more taxes, $40,000 a year, $2,000 more in taxes. Everybody's going up, except for if you're in the top percent, then your taxes go down by hundreds of thousands of dollars immediately. So, yeah, he's already mucking it up.
Oh, I will say. I don't know. I don't think that's all. I don't think he can do all that. Like,
I think it can. Wait till you get it off.
Well, why would people vote for him if he was going to do all that? I don't think he would have got voted in. You know what I mean? I think that people, I don't know. Maybe I should stop talking about it because maybe
When
I
you're
don't know.
currently burning in hell because of one devil and another one comes and it doesn't seem as hot over there, then you might vote him in.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to say
I just want us to be on our most benevolent timeline, Krista.
Exactly. And I'm like, we're on the most benevolent timeline. Because I do believe there's a timeline where he is that dictator kind of person. But I do believe that when I listen to the psychics that I trust, that he had a choice to make between the light and the dark recently, him and Elon, and they chose the light. So whatever he was about before in a spiritual sense, he is the one that's going to save us from everything. And I do believe that there's going to be med beds. You guys will think I'm crazy, but I think within a couple years, I believe. Well, it's crazy. You can believe it. I mean, you can think I'm crazy, but I believe over the last 12 years, the psychics I've been listening to, and just all over since I was worried about it too. I wanted to know, was he good or bad? Was Elon good or bad? And there's so many spiritual people that have come out, lots of them that didn't even like him before, have said he is good people. He's for the American people and all the things he say, that he's going to be a good leader and he's going to change us. But I do believe there's a timeline where he's not. There's also a timeline where he got hemmed. But things that they said were going to happen aren't happening. I'm just agree with them. There's orbs and there's drones, like they're showing themselves. Things are happening.
Yeah, and drones. Are those drones really the size of cars?
Oh my God. They're not. Yeah. Some of them were, but they were the ones that were made by the ETs. Some of them were man-made, some of them are ETs, and the orbs are ETs, according to the psychic peoples. But and according to like the Galactic Federation and all that crap, like they're here, like they're here. They're showing. There literally was supposed to be a mass sighting, and they're so proud of us because we were like, okay, we were just wanted to see them. We were like literally didn't want to make sure we weren't dying. And the fact that like they actually, this is just from the Galactic Federation. I'm putting my tinfoil hat on because I believe the stuff that comes through the remote viewings. And like far side and future forecasters.
I'd rather have our current
president. No freaking way, you're nuts. Well, that's your opinion. I respect your opinion, but I don't agree. He's Quentin. He's a murderer. But anyway, read a book. I'm going to send you a book that Sean Atwood wrote about the Clintons and Cheney and how fucked up this whole administration.
Oh my God!
What?
You're crazy.
It's a true story. Clinton covered a murder up in Arkansas.
Yeah. Oh my God. They had a whole movie about it.
Yeah. And there's books about it and everything. And he's part of Cheney. But anyway, I hope to God that I'm wrong. I mean, I hope that I'm right. And I hope that I'm not wrong. I really do. But I hope that as long as we say we're on the most benevolent timeline possible, the things we're worried about, we have to stop. We have to just, I believe that, I don't know.
We'll wait and see.
You would rather have the guy that sends us to war and spends our money and literally washes the money like a fucking like crime family just so we can have money. He literally goes to war just for the money. It's bullshit, man. And a lot of people are coming out and said they hated Trump. They said we've been lied to. He's not as bad as we thought he was. I was worried too. I was really worried, but I'm crazy. Don't believe anything I say. Everything he says allegedly. I'm a crazy person. I make up fantasy stories. I have my thing on. I have my allegedly banner on. This is all just in my opinion, my perception, my understanding. And it's probably a little bit out there, but that's if you notice what's going on in our skies, they're here. They are here.
Right.
And they're proud of us because we didn't freak out. We didn't have mass hysteria. We just wanted to make sure that we weren't getting emmed by another country, another adversary. But it was them, and they were trying to make sure they didn't want to shoot anything down because they didn't want to seem hostile. They're like, we're not going to shoot them down because then they're going to call us hostile. And they'll go, oh, look, the bad ETs are here. When they were just flying over to let us do the mass to let us know they're there and not to worry. And a lot of people were like, okay, great. And they believe it. And that's a good thing. And I've been waiting for this for like 12 years. But, I just hope that I haven't been duped either, Oh, I'm not going to say that one was the devil time. But I need another reading, though. But I appreciate Mims and everybody. Loretta, we have to have a little bit of a conversation. I don't know if you want to do it on here, but we got told to fuck the fuck off. Did you know that?
By who?
That person that we had that motherfucker.
No, which one? Which look?
The man.
The other day?
Yeah. Well, this morning I got a message saying Just wanted to let you know that AT2 told you and Larger to go fuck off or fuck the fuck off or something. And I'm like, well, I haven't said anything or done anything about it since that night. I said I wasn't going to retaliate. Yeah. He can retaliate all he wants, but I just wanted them to know that if that's what he said, then you fuck off too. I mean, you fuck the fuck off too.
Yeah, no, I didn't know.
I was gonna look for it after this, but I gotta remember.
Yeah, if you find it and he mentions me, then whatever, dude.
I know, and I'm like, Larger.
Like I said, I'm entitled to look. Entitled to a fucking opinion. All I said was that I expected more from him than what was delivered. And if he has a problem with that, then he should do what I have expected instead of what he did, because I did not expect him to allow that type of treatment towards a woman on his platform where he seems so gleeful at that type of behavior. And I told him to his face, I expected more. I was disappointed. He told me I needed context. And now if he came back later on and decided it's something else, then oh well. Look,
listen, I don't care if it was motherfucking for a reason. I don't care if she liked motherfucking goddamn Cookie fucking Monster, okay? It wasn't the point with Jag, Cookie Monster, or Sesame Street. The fact that she was being bullied was my problem with it. And I don't understand. That was
the only problem.
Why didn't he fucking get that? And I might have delivered it wrong by calling him motherfucker every 5 minutes, but he said that's the worst thing I called him. I could have said a lot of other shit. Like the way he was treating her, I could have said a lot of other mean things. And I could have called him out for shit I hear about him, but I didn't. I called him a motherfucker about 13, 14, 15 times. And I said, if he's my friend, he respected your opinion. He cared more about what you thought, which is fine. He cared about you, but he didn't give a fuck what I thought. He didn't try to talk to me.
Which I thought was weird. Like, me and him have never even talked offline. Like, I only support him in YouTube. You know what I mean? Like, and I have never even been up on his panel before or anything. So this whole interaction got me on his, over there to engage with him. And it was only because it was like a lot. That was a lot to watch. And then for him to tell me I needed context.
Oh, God.
There possibly
the contact
this woman to be bullied,
right? I was about to say, because I didn't realize when I came up there, I didn't realize I was in your chat. I didn't know there's a whole bunch of people on his side watching and cursing me the fuck out on the other side. Who the fuck's Krista? Who the fuck is Krista? And I'm like, because I was on yours, I'm like, because you are a motherfucker. Because you are a motherfucker. I didn't realize that I was only on yours. I didn't realize that. I didn't know what was going on. I just heard you and him talking, and I went up there, or I started typing, but. Like he basically you said to him, or he said, you need context. And like, honestly, if I say, you need to tell me, if I go back and see, I'm going to see all these reasons why she should unalive herself, be called a maggot, about 13, 14, 15, 16 times, called Maggie, not Madge. And basically what you did. So if we find context, you're going to tell me I'm going to find context that's going to make that okay. You know what I mean?
So now I can fuck off. Really? Okay.
I know. That's why it wasn't only him. It was a lot of what CCs mean. Oh, talking about that lady you had on him. So like, oh wow. So I mean, I know he did one after that, but if he did more than that, he needs to shut the fuck up about it. Because literally, I'm only talking about it now because I can't believe he's still like this is. But I realized that's what they do, and I feel like I'm just giving into this. But don't like literally like who the fuck are you? Like why are you acting like an asshole? You were wrong. And that's my opinion, and that's your opinion. Just leave it at that. We're not a cult. It's like just because they really don't like Maggie, that's really fucked up. Leave her alone. She got a fake cease and assist for fuck's sake. It's a shame. I don't get it. Like, and I like do like you. I expected so much more from him, and I'm so disappointed in him as a friend because I was his friend, and he knows that. Call me a content creator and tell me to fuck off all you want. But literally 5 years I've been a fucking member of your channel, $20 a month because I fucking support him. I don't go to his lives, but I literally have been, and I leave him messages all the time telling him I care about him and that he's my friend. You know what I mean? And then he goes, and I should have fucking not have been as abrasive maybe as I was, but I was angry. Like it was really upsetting because people were defending it. And I'm like, no, fuck that. And I swear, motherfucker was probably not the right word, but I mean, hello, like, the shit that they were saying to her, at least I wasn't calling him a maggot. I would never allow
the Black Owl. Her name was Maggie the Black Owl.
She went live a couple times after that. She had Jag on this morning. I wasn't really paying attention. And it was just about Lionel, sending her a cease and assist, nothing about ET2 after that.
But I don't even know these people. See,
I didn't even, it's all came around like, I don't know. She's from Sean Atwood's channel. But they somehow latched on with Jag, which is fine. But she wanted to just do her own thing about the Royals. And I wanted to just talk to her and tell her that she's getting caught up in the there are people that just have channels to fight each other at this point. And I don't want her to be, but she just obviously did not. And I don't want AT2 to be like that. When he was doing that shit, going back and forth and not talking about content, I'm like, dude, I had to back away from him for a while. Hey, Mims, I'm glad you're here for this.
Hey, sorry. I don't know what was going on with my phone, but all I kept hearing was like static.
I kind of just got a little bit of that. I can hear you, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, did you hear what I was saying or no?
No, I did. And like I told you before, everybody's allowed to do what they want on their channel. I just, what I told Maggie, I meant though, specifically for her, I meant it because it was like, once you're in the beef, you're in it.
Yeah.
And it, you know, it's like a circle. And now, you know, it's video after video after video of that. And you're wondering why you, but whenever you take up somebody else's cause, you're now in it.
Yeah.
That's
I agree. And I wish that she would. I know she was really hurt by all that, and they were really going after her pretty bad. And I get it. I wanted to just tell her to stop doing it, but who am I to tell her to stop making content? You know what I mean? Because I like her and I care about her, and I don't want her to don't want her to get caught up. But now that I saw that, and I just, I really hurt. I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have done a live about it if it didn't really bother me. But it was just there's just three things. I don't care if it's motherfucking Cookie Monster that she supports. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I calling her on her live herself, calling her maggot, and him. I just didn't like it. I didn't. It could have been about anything, but it's not like she's treated them that way.
Well, okay. I don't know. I can't watch everybody's videos all the time, but it's like this. And I was trying to give real world happenings from my life. Like you are attacked or you feel attacked because you associate with Jaguar. I don't even I was attacked because of AT2, and I'm like, I'm just a subscriber.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I've never met this boy. There was no meet and greet. That we've never broken bread, and so that's what I was trying to tell her. Now you understand. You can be associated with anything, and it's not necessarily fair. But the more you give it life, the more people will respond. That's the way the beef sector works, and it's also a financial thing. The more videos you turn out, that's how the beef sector works. They literally, one person says disgusting things about the other person, then the other person gets on their channel to respond disgustingly, and then
then here's Krista bringing her nose into it.
No, not even that. Like if you feel passionate about something, that's what commentary is. Sometimes commentary might be on reality TV. Sometimes commentary might be on other content creators.
Not anymore. No. I right now I'm kind of like I just no, but I do appreciate you. I do. I understand because I know that you know, and I don't really. It was hard for me. It was, I probably should have went about it a different way instead of calling him a motherfucker 10 times. But I do, because AT2 and I were friends and we were cool.
$20 a month?
Yes.
His membership is $20 a month.
Yeah, and I liked him so much. I did it from the beginning though. I always just supported him. That was the one that I would always go and I would cancel different subscriptions, but I really liked him. He really helped me out in the beginning, helping me with streamers, figuring out how to do it. I'm just saying, give me advice. And we're both Sagittarius, but I saw a side of him that I didn't really like at all. I've seen him be attacked before, over Jag, the whole Jag thing, but I kind of just tune it all out because it's like you said, it's content, it's money. But what that was just, to me, and I don't like Perry. I didn't like the way Perry, it was just so weird to me.
So
I don't know.
AT2, okay, so specifically, AT2 made you mad because he did not tell people in the chat.
Yes.
And he was laughing.
He was okay with it. He was okay with Maggot, Alana Live yourself, the way he was treating her, the way that Perry was treating her. If you don't have to agree, you can, she said, I can debate you on this whole Jag situation. Sorry, my fans going on. But they let her be treated like that. I just didn't like it. I just felt it was unfair. And I don't think they've ever did anything. I don't think she's ever done anything that horrible or said anything that horrible. Because I did go back and look at a couple things that he was saying to look at. I still didn't see them being treated. I'm upset about what happened with you, but that was a whole separate message to Sean Atwood. I did said something to the producer Shane about that, and I said something to Sean. I said, I've been watching you for a while, but there's some things that you need to pay attention to your chat. They're going after people that don't deserve it, but that's a whole. I'll tell you about that later. But because I'm really bothered by it.
You told Sean to.
Yeah, yeah. Well, there's Shane, who's the I don't think he's been in the chat lately, but he's the producer.
Yes, he's reached out to me before.
Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. And I was like, that didn't make sense. So I'm like, but they don't have to listen. They don't, you know what I mean? That's just me saying I know these people, and
I've just been sitting back and watching.
Sean doesn't watch it, and you should.
I've been sitting back and watching, and I know that Sherelle and Perry did a video on Sean, and Sean responded. Or Sean and Sherelle have been like emailing each other back and forth, and I'm like, oh, so you're offended, Sean. So you don't like when people get on their channel and say things about you, but you allow people on your channel to spew whatever they want about other people. So that's what I was talking to Maggie about, like rules of engagement. So I had a better understanding of what Maggie was so upset about after she explained to me that her rules of engagement are if it is your show, Maggie would like you to tell your subs, do not say anything disparaging about you, right? Like that's Maggie's thing.
Yeah.
If I'm in your chat, I don't want the people in your chat going off on me.
Yeah.
And so I was like, my rule of engagement is if I'm watching your channel and one of your guests is talking shit about me, I would expect you not to allow your guests to spew stuff.
Yes.
That's
That was a first for me to see. Like I feel like that channel got really roped into Jag and not understanding the whole backstory again. Like they didn't know, they had no idea.
No, they don't care. I'm there. Like I don't speak out about other content creators more. Like I don't really do it, but I'm just gonna be honest, and I've said this on my channel. When Sean had Courtney, the dude who wrote the Kim book,
yeah,
and Jaguar on, and they went at it, and then he had them back on, and he said round 2. I was like, okay, I see exactly what this is, and I don't like it. I didn't like it from the standpoint of if we're supposed to be amplifying survivors' voices, and we're supposed to be doing this for Kim Porter, and we're supposed to be, here to take down a monster, then why are we fighting for pure entertainment? And when I saw Sean just kind of like smile while they fought, it didn't sit. I didn't like the optics of it either.
I know. It really,
as a black man, I didn't like the optics of seeing him smile while they tore each other to shreds. And so it's like rules of engagement. You don't want Sherelle and Perry saying disparaging things about you. I don't want to hear or watch somebody, a guest on your channel, say disparaging things about me. So we're all mad about something. You know what I mean? We all
I get it.
We all have an axe to grind.
I get it. Yeah. And then, because we were, I guess it was a Zoom. She calls it Zoom, but we were on there. And then OG, Patrice, and Jag were on together. And she was doing pretty good, like navigating them to not fighting. I watched her really didn't she do good, Larja? Having those two on there, like kind of not letting people talk shit on either one of them. I don't know if that's going to last, but I'm just, I put my nose in something. I
feel like she did a lot of taking how she got treated at AT2. She took that and did complete opposite on purpose between OG, Patrice, and Jag. Like she let them both try to.
I think she's probably just now, like how to really, I think she's really taking what Mim said into consideration, and what I said too, she doesn't want people, screaming and yelling. I was I didn't want them screaming and yelling either. I didn't want to hear it either, being on the panel with OG and Jaguar. It doesn't get us anywhere. Because if they're making it all about Jag, it's really not about Jag. It's not about Jag at all. It's, in my eyes, it's
so
but
I don't know who these people are. I've heard Jaguar before mention how much she hates OG Patrice.
Girlfriends. I think they were together at one point recently.
Like they dated?
Yeah, I if I'm correct, that's the girl that bailed her out of jail at one point, and she was with her for a little bit. Like they were best friends, and then things fall out, friends fall out. Good for it. Was definitely a hurt. So you could tell that one of the OG Priest, she's hurt by Jag, and it's all we're way past what I want to talk about. I don't know, and I'm and I don't think even Maggie doesn't know the history. She didn't know it. I only know because I goddamn watch AT2 from afar when they're fighting. But but if I get anything in like retaliation, I probably deserve it. I'm just not going to say anything. I'm not sure if Perry has, I don't know. I didn't look, but all I got was the message this morning that you guys are getting fuck yous all over the place. So, okay, fine. Fuck you right back. Ever.
Wait, what happened?
Apparently, AT2 is telling me and Large to fuck off and fuck this and fuck off and shit. And I'm like, okay, fine. I told you, I fuck off back. I don't know why you're still talking about it. Like I said what I said. You're mad that I called you a motherfucker. You're mad that I didn't like what you said. Okay, fine. You can call me and call me to fuck off, whatever. That's fine. But like, it's 4 days later now. Why are you still telling me to fuck off? Be mad at the other people that are talking about it. I don't know.
Once you get in it.
I know.
Once you're in it.
I know, and I'm like, how
like,
I get into this? All I said was the girl got bullied.
Yeah, me too. Whatever, you can tell me to fuck off. I'm like, I probably deserve that.
I heard part of Larger on AT2, and I thought it was a decent conversation. But I mean, it's like a chat, so I don't control the people in my chat. And I always tell people don't read the chat. And I always tell my subscribers, you're free to feel how you want. Just try to do it respectfully.
Yeah.
And for the most part they do, but I don't think
I've never seen your people be that way at all.
No, my people wouldn't.
I don't talk, but I do. I'm watching your channel. I'm always there. You know what I mean? So I never see, I've never ever once felt any type of way in your chat. And you have some controversial shit going on. And you have some good content. And I never see people be disrespectful. And if they disagree with you, it's respectfully. Like, we should be able to respectfully disagree. We're not a goddamn cult. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter if it's housewives. Like, we should be okay with that, But
I totally thought it was a conversation too.
It was a whole conversation.
Oh wait, so AT2 got mad at you for talking to him about what you did.
I guess. I haven't heard it, but they were saying that I might.
Yeah, oh my God. Lady Virgo she saw it somewhere. I'm waiting for
people get upset and tensions are high. I really thought that there was space for AT2 and Maggie, who don't really know each other, to just kind of come together and have a meeting of the minds. But I don't think that would have worked. Hold on one second. I need to order my food.
Yeah, so I thought. Go ahead.
What'd you say?
Go ahead.
No. What'd you say?
I was thinking that the conversation me and AT had, I even mentioned that, I know he can't control the chat, even though his chat was off the hook. He can't control that, but it seemed like he was laughing at it was my thing.
He was snickering at it. I saw it in his glasses. The reflection, he was watching it. He said he wasn't, but he's watching. I could see the reflection in his glasses. And he was laughing at everything I said to her. And I couldn't even, I'm like, I don't even know him like that. I couldn't even believe it. I'm like, he must really not like her, but it's so uncalled. It was extreme. I don't know. To me, it was uncalled for. I mean, if he was getting treated like that, he'd be losing his goddamn mind. He does. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. I thought that he respected us as a friend. Like, I really thought he respected our friendship more than that to even try to talk about it, but he just told me to fuck off. And I even said, look, I know you're mad at me right now. I called you a motherfucker like 18 times, but I just saw a sign. And I said it twice in a DM to him, but I guess I'm getting fuck yous right back. So I guess he's just pissed that I called him a motherfucker. Well, you're being a motherfucker in my eyes. So I don't know.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, Dustin.
You did the best you can. So you did the best you can when all this happened. I was on the panel.
Oh, you were, that's right.
No, I was on the panel with you when you had this when Largy and I think Mims was here, and I think Maggie was on the panel with us as well. Like I said, I support Maggie, and I support everybody that was on the panel, but I don't support what AT2 is doing right now. So I'm going through a lot of stuff right now as well, and I don't feel like talking about it on here. But I am going through a lot of stuff, so I can't imagine what I am currently going through if I didn't have any support right now through my best friend. So I wouldn't think that I don't know where I would be without that right now.
I know she definitely appreciated us, like, because she said, I don't, she didn't know me, that we didn't know each other that well, but, I watched her, and she's like, I really appreciate you guys didn't even know me, and you guys were there. And I mean, my delivery was probably a little Jersey. I probably should have went about it a different way, but my delivery was fucked up. But, I just.
You can't help your Jersey, though, Krista. We love you for it.
It's just not an excuse, but it's like.
It was just one swear. I mean, it wasn't like. It was obviously for emphasis. You've never seen him engaged in the act of doing that.
Never. I mean, what else could I have said? I mean, I could have called. I mean, if it was a girl, I would have said you're a twat. So that's just that behavior. To me, it's a motherfucker behavior. I don't know. I can't explain it. It's probably just the wrong word. He hates. He really is very offended by it. But I could have just said fucker. But listen, like I all I did was say motherfucker. I didn't really say that much more. I called Perry a loser, an alcoholic, and a fucking abuser because that's allegedly. Because he wants to assume things about other people. Well, I'm going to assume that you assume, and Jack, I'm going to assume everything I heard about you is true. That you're an alcoholic and an abuser. So. And I called AT to a motherfucker. That's the three things I said. And I said that Sherelle has no life experience to talk about the shit she talks about, but she does anyway. She built a really good channel somehow. But that's fine. Like, we don't all agree. They probably don't fuck with me because I'm like little peanuts over here. But that's how I feel about the three of them. That's it. And that was before this anyway. I didn't like them before this. So I don't know. I think that the people, I don't know. I guess I should shut my mouth.
Hopefully this will all go away the day after Christmas and everybody.
They should be fighting about something else by now. This should be 3 days old. It's always something new, so it'll blow over. It'll be all right. I lost a friend. It sucks, but whatever. No, you didn't miss my husband. I'm dragging him to be on later when I do the holiday one. I'm trying to get George to sit up here with me, but but no,
you're still coming back for that, huh?
Yeah, I just keep changing the time because we're still here. I made it to 5 o'clock. Well, because I want to get the pictures. What you guys are gonna laugh? I had like teased hair and everything. I had high hair. I had high Jersey hair for like a couple of the pictures. I'm like, we're just so silly. It just looks funny. It's like, I don't know. It's like bloopers. But when I get off of here, I don't know what time it is. What time is it? And George is off for the next 3 weeks, so he's my assistant here. 3:30. Oh, it's only 3:30. I wish I was in the Westies. I wish I was the Westie. It was only 12:30 where you're at, right?
Right. Yep. It's only 12:36.
Do you have anything scheduled? I don't want to schedule. Do you have anything scheduled this afternoon?
I mod for Dr. Heavenly at 3:30 and my time. So other than that, no.
Oh, 3:30 your time. Okay.
Yeah.
So 3 hours. All right. Good.
Yeah. So if you come back before that, I'll have my thing on for us.
Yes. I will be there. I'm going to say in a half hour, 4 o'clock my time. 1 o'clock your time.
I'll have my thingamabobs. My bell is rung. You guys make sure your bell is rung, that you smash all those buttons so that when it goes live, you can get notified and it helps her algorithm and all that stuff. She doesn't ask, but I will ask you guys to smash the things and ring the things.
Yes. All that. And that TikTok people, I know that they're gone now. They all left us because it hangs it up, but I got to figure out what the hell's going on with that. There's a lot of people that go on there. But, oh God, are they talking? As long as they're not talking about us.
Are they back?
Yeah, they're on every day. They're on.
I hope you don't have nothing to say about me. I didn't say nothing.
No, I mean, Jack and they're always on Sean's channel, so they're there every day. But I don't know if they've talked about other things. I'm kind of upset with with that day that they had what they were talking about Mims. It really, I was like, whoa, because but he's got 900,000 subscribers. I don't know if he listens to anything I say, but I just said, look, Sean, like I'm just saying, I'm a member of your thing. You know who I am, and I don't know if you don't pay attention to the chat or Jane does, but there were some things really incorrect, defamatory things being said. But anyway, who am I? I'm fucking nobody to these people, I guess. I'm starting to realize that too.
Right.
Like you think that people like are, you know what I mean? Like I'm really upset with AT too, that he could be upset with me. Maybe I don't know, if he does care ever about our friendship, then, and he calms down, maybe he'll think about it. But if he doesn't, then I just realized I supported somebody that really didn't. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong too for the way I went about it, but whatever, it is what it is.
Right on.
But,
beautiful. I'm going to make sure my bell is rung so when you come back, I can pop on here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have some ginger tea. You can hear my voice keeps coming back and going. I
I mean,
think it sounds.
I don't know how to do a holiday show. I just know I wanted to do one. I don't know how to do with it, but I don't know.
Tomorrow's Christmas Eve.
I know.
If I was feeling better, we could have hot toddies.
Well, Thanksgiving was just last week. How the fuck is Christmas next week? How's Christmas this week? Thanksgiving was like last week. In my head.
Tomorrow's Christmas Eve.
How? All right, all right, guys. I love you all so much, and I will see you in an hour or half hour or something like that.
Right on.
I'll say 4:20.
Everybody.
Bye. I can't get out. How do I get out? Oh shit! I can't end my live. Oh no! Oh no! Guys, there's a thing stuck on the I'm still here only because I can't end it. Oh, look at everybody over here. Oh, check what you guys are on Instagram. Mims, thanks for coming up here. If you hear me, appreciate you. Everybody follow Mims. I'm trying to get out. I don't know how to get out of here. I gotta leave and go back in, I guess.